Welcome to Holding Action!
Whoa.
Yeah.
You like wanting to go like bushwhackers?
I'm pretty winded now though.
Yeah.
Like
you
that was.
You pulled a lat?
Yeah.
Is that where a lat is?
That didn't work the way I wanted to. Welcome to Holding Action. Thank you so much for joining us. We got some fun stuff planned for tonight. We're going to get into some things. We are not going to dally in the dillies, and I'm going to kick it over to my man, Jones. Jones, would you please tell the peeps what is good?
Yes. Hello, sugary marshmallow friends.
I like that.
So,
I'm gonna write that down.
we have something pretty exciting. So to continue our friendship with the Gaming Goat of Eagan, Minnesota, because there are peeps.
Yes.
A store
sugary
made out
friends.
of sugary marshmallow
Correct.
Oh, I got it.
that are much
So let us
better
explain the
refrigerated
situation.
than not.
Yeah.
So what
At
we're
least
going to
it's
do
not as bad as my
is,
Nicolas Cage.
before I get into it, because I would want to do this first. So we're doing a giveaway tonight for, I don't know if you can see it. I'll also explain as to the nature of the creature and or beast in my hands. So what this is a CR 1/4, it's not a creature. So we're giving away tonight this box of minis for the new Waterdeep Dragon Heist book that just came out. For the world's greatest role-playing game of Dungeons and Dragons.
It's full.
So this.
Yeah, there's stuff in it. There
Yeah,
are
so
things.
yeah, like it's
actually still sealed.
like
We haven't opened it.
whoever wins when you get it, it's not gonna have stuff taken out of it.
It's a rope that's close to it.
This is being given away tonight. When we go to break, Deej is going to give you the code word. You enter the code word into chat. You use your fingertips to type out the code word. You must spell it correctly. You can probably. It's probably also like
Yeah.
you tried, so we got you.
Right.
We know what you're doing. So do that. So stick around because we're great, and you want to stick around because.
You can also win stuff too, though.
Yeah, but extra incentive to stick around. You could win one of these boxes of minis, also included in these boxes. Not this specific box because they're random. But you could get a Volo minifigure in here that you could use at your table.
Boom.
You just have to be lucky enough to get the Volo in the box. So to end that and get into something else, so what I decided to do was I don't professionally write commercials.
What? Yes,
Right?
you do.
Not
I mean, you're good though.
Check.
Like,
right,
I like,
but I'm not a professional. There's people that write scripts and things for actual commercials.
You did write a script for a commercial. We performed that a few weeks ago. Ding.
It was
There's
great.
people that work in Hollywood or New York or Los Cruces, New Mexico. Is that a real place?
It is now.
Consequences, New Mexico. There's a guy or girl or somebody out there doing things that I don't be doing. So what I decided to do was I used the internet and I took a bunch of scripts that are all really high profile scripts for commercials, and I stuffed them into a predictive text program, and I had the program write a script for me because I'm not good at it, so other people who are great, this machine just took all that and created
creative.
a 3-paragraph
In a weird way.
sure. Yeah.
In a weird scripted way that's creative.
Yeah.
Script for the Gaming Goat. So the reason why I really like this is because if this turns out to be total trash, that's not on me. That's on the computer program.
Right.
But if it turns out that it's awesome, I had a great idea.
Right.
You did.
So it's like a win-win for me.
So now I'm
Win,
expecting
win,
the
win,
best of the
win.
best.
Right, but that's not on me if it's not.
Right.
It's on all the other people that helped
That makes-
create before.
all
So
the
I
creative
put it in,
geniuses.
I had it sent to me, and I printed it, and I haven't looked at it.
Yes!
So it's not like, don't expect a Yokiero Taco Bell, or like a, because that's not a thing.
Or the Budweiser frogs?
No, not in there. So this is what this is. So, Deej, do you have Do you have music for me? Can you hit me with the Inception, like, boom?
I don't have a baum. I can give you like something ominous, like sort of grandeur type of like mysterious.
Yeah, and we'll see if it works.
Yeah.
Because there's a chance that
Let's
this
extend the improvisation further.
Yeah.
All right.
And maybe you provide me with something loose and jaunty, and that is not represented in this text at
Sure.
all.
Let me break you off with some.
Kit Kat bars? That's not in there.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna try to like do a.
I think you got this.
Movie film. Okay.
All I can think of in a world.
Yep, exactly.
All right, let's.
Okay. I did actually peek at the first line. in a world. Okay. Like okay. Stop it so I can get. So I can
Okay,
get
okay,
through it.
sorry, sorry.
All right. Gaming goat. Like. Crackly, like camera zoom in on the Gaming Goat, Eagan, Minnesota, our favorite gaming store, local friendly gaming store. Crackly texture on the outside.
Michael Bay lens flare.
Yeah, bam! And then you get one of them J.J. Abrams, like, sparkle thing. Okay.
Yeah.
In a world, 500,000 square miles of the world, where gods have ascended and died, city grew from pirates. Heck of the world. Countless tribes chill over cooking 500,000 square miles of the world. The Gaming Goat is a land where the endless girl to farmers. Alongside a home bluffs, a crust that gives the endless romp full of tacos. Okay. Deodorant. Whenever. Stop it.
Hang on.
Deodorant.
Intensify.
Whenever I feel like a sweaty slob begin to farmers. Alongside it, got somewhere that contains it has ascended. Okay. Raised from 500,000 square miles of the world. Stop it. Square miles of the world bluffs hanging around. Generations have worn smooth the cobbles of its narrow streets, and taverns have soaked somewhere on visiting white tacos. Okay. The website. Jack Lewis, settle down. The website is critical, comma. The website is product. Emphasizing a part is critical with sounding authoritative with children who want to lend a hand in the kitchen helpers' cookbooks. Feel the voice for activities, the voice for stunning retailers, the commercials' curiosity should pique the listener's curiosity about about a truly versatile floor product, looking to give parents or grandparents inspiration for activities. Visit the Gaming Goat in Eagan, Minnesota, and enjoy every day 10 to 30% off MSRP discount on all products, and 30% every day on all D&D and Pathfinder products.
Nailed the end for sure.
Yeah.
Jones, thank you for that.
Yeah.
That gem. Thank you
So
for
like,
that gem.
thank the internet. Okay,
Thank you, internet.
I
For so many reasons.
I just like I know the last thing, like the percentages and stuff, so like I was able to easily like
You nailed it.
like
For sure.
improv that. But,
Right.
like everything else is just kind of what the internet spit out. So
Gotcha.
there's that. So Gaming Goat Eagan, our friendly local gaming store. Nailed it. You have a commercial if you so choose.
Another one,
Yeah.
even.
Yeah, so 2 total.
They basically are drowning in options.
Yeah. So just think about the visuals included in that. And there you go. So go to the Gaming Goat in Eagan because they're great.
Yep. Do that. Make that a thing. Okay. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, no problem.
Jackie, would you please break them off a little preview of the remix?
It's the remix
It's
to Ignition.
It's hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Yeah.
So,
Mama's rolling that
so
bottle.
everybody
Yeah,
but
everything.
you,
You're with
and I imagine everybody there also got that. I want you to sit in that for a moment. And now you
Think about what you
please may resume.
I don't get references.
That's
I don't.
to jobs, to jokes.
Sad but true.
All right.
So what I'm bringing up is a little bit sad, but not entirely. Roll credits, something that we've been working on for a while, is going to be postponed for a little bit. Temporarily. Some licensing issues, but we are still going to do our one-shot next Wednesday. I forgot the actual day right now. But it's not next Wednesday. It's next Wednesday.
Like the
That's 2 Wednesdays.
29th or something?
2 Wednesdays from now.
No, it's not the 29th. It's like the 26th.
You have like one job.
It is going to be the 26th of September.
That's
and
canon,
then,
whether it's the 26th or not.
And then we are also continuing every Friday, as per usual,
Nailed it.
There Will Be Us. We are also going to be doing something special in a couple of weeks that we will talk about on another stream. And
Will that be next week's stream?
Yes.
We'll talk about that?
it will talk about it next week's stream.
Correct. Tune in for another gem laden with the best corners of the internet, apparently, from our very own Jones to, I'm sure,
I actually did a lot of
shed
research
more.
for the next one too, so that'll be good.
Like, actually?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like legit did a bunch of research.
Because I know we talked about that.
Yeah,
and we
but, did
tons of research.
yeah, for a thing that I don't know nothing about. So
I
had to do research.
am inclined to think this will be great.
I mean, that was
So,
amazing.
with that being a thing, roll credits unfortunately postponed. We are going to get back to it. We are going to work out the kinks. We will get it back out there. We're still doing the one shot just to give you a gauge for what we were shooting for. Beyond that, we're doing a giveaway tonight. All you literally got to do is watch, chat, and be a part of the show, and that's all you have to do to win. And by be a part of the chat, I literally mean we're going to have a code word. When you hear it, you put it in, and that's the extent of the involvement you have to partake in. But
Yeah, we would love for you to stick around.
I mean, yeah, obviously
Have
that's
fun with
the
us.
ideal too.
Yeah.
Don't just use us for our minis. But in addition to that, it is also September.
Oh.
What does that mean? Nobody knows, but I'll explain it to you, so don't even worry about it.
Okay.
If you are currently a subscriber, thanks, good stuff, you can renew for a single $1. If you are not a subscriber, you should be. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah.
Like, I thought we had a good thing. It's fine, don't worry about it. But
You
within the
redeem
window,
yourself.
correct, totally redeem yourself and pull a move like this where you hit the subscribe button and do that. However, if you gift a sub to a friend, perhaps, tier 1 sub, $4.99 a month, they can also renew for $1. And then to extend that even further, we, as part of our giveaway on the break, are not just going to be giving away our minis.
We're not.
No.
Oh.
We are also going to be gifting a subscription. So if you don't win the minis, we're going to give away a sub. We got a lot of cool plans and a lot of fun stuff that we'd love for people to participate in. If you're digging it, you can then renew that gifted sub for $1 as well. So
That's like exactly how much Helena Bonham Carter's character in Fight Club paid for that wedding dress.
these are interesting points.
$1.
You could buy that wedding dress, or you could renew a subscription.
Yeah, you ain't getting married in that dirty old wedding dress that was in a movie from like whenever.
Yeah,
Or the amount of money that wins you stuff on The Price is Right.
that's true.
$1.
Think about the value of $1 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, dollar goes far.
So, stay tuned for that because we'll be doing that as well to ensure that we are staying plugged in with all you guys for the fun stuff we have coming up. Now, if I am not mistaken, that
You're
gets
not.
all of the crazy, wild, nonsensical. Some of that was great though. The nonsensical stuff
Yeah,
can be the best.
That's like my niche.
You're a nom de poem.
That's my.
Let us
nom de poem is what he said.
dive in to this session for holding action.
That was on the nose of you to say.
That was the Phil Collins. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you just Phil Collins us in?
I did.
Last episode, catching up with our group Finger Guns, they had wrapped up a few details in Crendon after securing a temporary and safe harbor for Sproigins' mother, their pseudo brave and stalwart but not particularly bright cohort Akis, who wanted to stay and protect Alondra as well, and then the newly dubbed Gabrielle, Darren Elowin's youngest daughter that decided to voluntarily abscond with the group after the aftermath of Benamir sort of took place, and they decided to take their leave from there.
Where we murdered her father, Darren Elowin, who was in a skin suit that he probably paid $1 for.
Think about that. So, with their companions, valued friends, and tag-alongs secured, the group went through the process of running some errands to try and change out some money, follow up on some loose ends, and ultimately prioritize securing passage on a ship to get to Shaft Isle to explore some rumors regarding a dragonborn sorcerer that used to be part of the Lord's Alliance army that was rumored to be there. Despite being told that the island held no life, was largely devoid of anything of interest, the group pressed onward and found Gendry, the
Dirty pirate.
perfectly charming,
Yeah.
noble-hearted pirate.
At least according to Skadi, that's 100% true.
Yeah.
That's also a thing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, one man's dirty pirate is another man's totally noble, honored
yeah, that's a thing.
dirty pirate.
Yeah, I mean, even pirates have like a pirate code, right?
Yeah.
So, all right. Yeah, noble pirate Gendry, along with his hodgepodge crew.
And my son.
I would caution you to make statements like that at the top of an episode for anything that could be interpreted as canon.
Yeah.
A-
not canon.
A fully grown adult 60-year-old halfling among the crew was killed when the group was beset upon by a sea dragon while they were out to sea after having sailed towards Shaft Isle for a couple of hours. The group, fortunately, found a strategy around the danger that the dragon posed, ended up slaying it in fantastic fashion as Hera's enlarged form removed a wing and sent the dragon spiraling into the sea. And we now pick up with Skadi in her wild-shaped dolphin form, coming to the aid of Lofa, the crew's half-orc, sort of thuggish barbarian who spent the entirety of the fight sinking.
Yeah.
And with Sproigins and Walker near the steering wheel of the ship, next to a healing totem represented by Letus Arundel, a former
Shit, I forgot.
companion of the group,
Who's dead now?
who is dead now. And that is where we pick up.
Just for the people watching.
He is dead now.
He's dead.
So, finger guns. What happens next?
Woo! Holy shit! Fuck that dragon!
I want to try to grab the dragon.
Okay.
I didn't touch him.
So you plunge into the water after
You
it.
did a good job.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
I think
Yeah,
one
like
of
when
these
you
is
shoot
yours.
at him, he moves.
Yeah, one of those is
He's
this.
scared of you.
That's right.
Isn't it an advantage because you're enlarged?
Yeah, it would be.
I mean, like, an unnatural 20.
Now give me S's dice.
Okay. So you go down, happen to get sort of a armful of tail on both ends, and it's still massive, even in your enlarged form. And you're trying to bring it up, but your wings, your complete lack of any natural affinity for the water, this thing is massive. And it's not sinking rapidly, but you're not able to wrest it up from the depths that it seems to be sinking down into. The form that it is seems to be built to have that mobility in water and is not looking to rise on its own. With that being said, you are able to just barely breach the surface enough to take in a face full of air, but it is a struggle just to stay in that particular moment.
How far away is she?
She is
Like,
probably
could
a
we
couple
see
hundred
her?
feet.
Could we see her trying to do that?
I mean, she's big. You saw right where she went in, or at least you two would have.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have.
So you see where she is, and you can see her emerge, at least sort of.
But wouldn't be able to tell if she's trying to. It doesn't matter. Because I still have Bigby's hand out.
Yep.
But Bigby's hand only goes, I think, like
120. Yeah.
It wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
Can I want to take, the next time my head breaches, a deep breath,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to try to take my rope out
Okay.
and quick
We do
tied
it for
around
health for that
like a
photo.
leg
They say
or
we can get full.
his neck or
I'm
something.
going to ask him about that.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say you're able to manipulate the rope with a lung full of air as you are sinking with it, because you're not keeping it up as you're trying to tie this around. And you get a knot tied to its tail. Go ahead and make a dexterity check for me. Just raw dexterity.
I'm gonna use luck,
Okay.
not to use you.
Her and her dice things.
But she didn't jail it.
That's true.
So that's like a
Couldn't have been that bad.
a pretty good milestone though.
22.
22. So you get the rope around. You feel you got a pretty good knot on it. Sure. You're about 20 feet below the surface.
All right, I want to.
Can I seeing this? Can I run up to the edge of the boat thing?
Okay, sure.
I
The
get.
edge of the boat.
Yeah, I'll have something in a second. I gotta check distance real quick.
All right.
Okay, and then I want to, like not tie it to me, but wrap it tight
Nope, never mind.
a couple
Didn't take
bit,
that spell.
and then fly up and get out of the water, and then try to in the air hang onto it and fly.
Okay. So
because I don't move as well in the water.
even
so
in
maybe
your
this will
large
work.
form, you find that now with it tied to you, the dragon, not sinking rapidly, but clearly as a sea creature designed to be submerged, is not rising with you. And based on the strength you're able to muster in the moment, you're currently fighting and gaining inches at a time, your wings slowing you down more than they're helping you at all. And this creature is still 4 times your size easily. You are not hitting the surface.
I think that's a thing that threw me off because looking at our like minis compared to that thing, when it's like that thing is a dragon. So
Yeah.
like I personally lost like a sense of scale of what it,
How big is he compared to me?
He's probably a good 30 feet long. I don't have like an exact hot dog
I
girth
was thinking
around
more
him
like-
per se, but like,
probably
he's
for the
is a
best.
big, huge dragon. Like it's not some little thing you can just clutch
it's not
up.
like a wyvern.
Yeah.
It's a water dragon. Like a legit.
Like picture a
humongous-
dragon, but then like make it a water dragon.
Okay, I'm going to get rid of my wings and just try to swim and see if that works.
Okay, make a strength check.
Always comes
Luck.
through.
You're using your last luck on
She's
this?
gonna use luck and it's gonna come through.
Strength?
Mm-hmm.
4.
At this moment, your clawing
was it?
arms
Oh,
of
okay.
trying to pull yourself towards the surface of the water seem to give way, and rather than holding and trying to find that sense of yourself to bring you and this prize to the surface, you are sinking.
Do I see, I want a quick look down, do I see the bottom of the ocean at all?
I mean, we're like only like an hour and a half or 2 hours out.
Mm-hmm.
That
Like-
still could be very deep.
Right. This
Yeah.
would like we're not by like land. Like
I know, I just wasn't sure what, because we're in between
You're about 50 feet down,
right now.
Mhm.
I want to tie
60 feet,
my Wood Elf special arrow to the rope and then let go.
The Wood Elf special arrow. Okay.
The one that got us in a fight in
Yeah.
Green Sword.
Sure.
Because he said it was special when I was drunk, but I wanted it to be
And then
identified.
Sproigins tried to
And then
start a fight with
Sproigins
him,
was.
and
And then we got kicked out of Green Sword, and they put up like a barrier, so we couldn't get back in.
it turns out
Anyways,
starting a stream didn't change the way any of them played. It was just a shit show there too.
Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
So I'm gonna tie that to the rope and then just let it all go and try to quick swim to the surface.
Make a dexterity check at disadvantage.
Ooh, Jesus.
You still tied to the dragon?
No, she never attached the rope to her.
What was it? Dexterity?
Tied it like around herself. Dexterity
either
at
way, it's-
disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Yep.
You rolled 2.
Yep.
And then you take the low one.
11.
11. Okay, you think you got it tied around there pretty good.
Well, I let go and I start swimming to the surface.
All right. So now free of the massive weight of the dragon and in your enlarged and much stronger form, you find the freedom of movement to be still not your particular skill set, and your constitution is kind of bringing you right to the edge of how long you can hold your breath. But you emerge, take a big breath, find yourself maybe just outside of a couple 100 feet from the boat, and begin to swim and make your way back.
I am trying to help Lofa.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
I have no idea the fight is over.
My buddy Lofa.
My buddy.
Where did my
My
dice
buddy.
go? I had dice.
They're
Oh, they're all literally, there's so many of them in things right in front of me. Okay, so as you are trying to hoist your dorsal fin under his armpit to lunge him forward, not only is he pushing you away, but he's scrambling and panicking. And as you slide under, he kind of gives you a shove, and you sense his descent drastically increase.
I'm an idiot.
I mean,
You figured it out and you hate dolphins.
So,
it's because I looked into your eyes.
And my eyes said,
Stab
it's me,
me.
Sproigins.
I mean, yeah, you did stab her,
Yeah.
technically. So.
But after I did a stab, there wasn't a bite or rape.
it was a single dolphin tear.
Right. That's what got me.
It's true.
Did you cry at Lofa?
No, I might in a minute here.
Maybe you should have cried at Lofa.
All right, I presume you're going to try again?
Yeah. Do I have to roll?
Okay. So, he is still scrambling.
Yeah.
And as you circle back, you kind of get in a position where you thrust yourself into his rib cage, forcibly use your dorsal fin to propel him upwards, and at the prospect of moving the correct direction, just sort of holds and embraces you.
Yeah.
And as you get cruising super fast towards the surface, you actually feel his grip loosen about 10 feet shy,
Oh no.
and you feel him start to slip and drift.
I'm still bringing them up.
Yep, and you guys then watch as this heavily armored half-orc, steel helmet, plated armor just kind of pops up, a dolphin underneath it, floating, seemingly unconscious.
Okay, so I'm gonna. How far away are we from the boat?
About right next to it, and he was knocked right off of it.
Okay.
Do I?
So I'm gonna push him up against the boat,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna drop form,
So, okay,
and I'm going to cast Healing Word on him
okay.
at fuck him first level.
Fuck him. I just saved his ass, but fuck him.
He's no
I'm
Dubaroo.
gonna Big B's hand to see if I can grab him and like,
That claw, just
yeah, like not like pick him up more as like kind of smush him up against the boat and like drag him up.
okay.
I have been chosen.
Yeah.
The Family
Yeah,
Guy
the
frog.
frog,
Yeah.
yeah, the frog.
Ah,
All right.
9.
Make a strength check with Bigby's hand.
9.
9. Okay.
Oh, 25.
25. So as you see the arcane energy coalesce around this unmoving form, Bigby's hand splashes into the water, and you see with like the ring finger between his legs, the thumb around his shoulder, like kind of
Yeah.
curled around too. It's just kind of
This is
scraping
like
him
an
up.
adult with an action figure.
Yeah, alongside the boat, and you're seeing his head turn. And he's being dragged up the side of the boat until Bigby's hand just spits him onto the deck, and he kind of just lays there face down.
If he could, I would like to kind of
Is he next
roll
to
him
us?
towards the totem.
Which gets to the next thing.
Yeah, so he. And then he's just kind of laying there. Bigby's hand sort of puts the pointer finger on his head and just kind of starts smushing him the right direction. And he finally is like on all fours crawling, not knowing what's happening. Bigby's hand just kind of flicking his butt along the way, and he finally falls down inside the circle as he feels relieved, it seems, for the first time compared to his nearly passed out form. But seems as if he would probably make it. Gendry is just laughing his ass off at the entire exchange taking place. That is brilliant. Magics.
I'm gonna. Where's the dragon?
It's
dead.
It's dead, my dear. I've slayed it.
I saw that. I'm gonna try and climb up the rope.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Do we get any uses out of Healing Spirit before it dissipates?
Yes, so everybody will have 2 more within the realm of it.
16.
Okay.
16. Yeah, not too terribly
3d6.
hard. Literally built to be climbed.
Add nothing.
You're able to
Add
get up and you find
Right.
yourself topside after 15, 20 seconds.
He gets 3d6 as well then.
Lofa? Okay.
Is 3d6 total or
No,
3d6
it's
per?
twice. So 3d6 twice.
Okay.
7.
Well, he actually didn't take much damage. He just nearly drowned. So he's full
Just took a lot of
yeah.
water.
Yeah. He took a lot of I can't swim in heavy armor is what he took there.
Ooh.
Boom.
Oh, what's up? I'm at 69 HP.
All right, so you guys find yourself on the ship. You eventually make your way back. It takes you a little while to swim up there, and it seems as if the dragon no longer being present or whatever sort of elemental sort of manipulation it had with its presence has dissipated. And just as Hera's large form brings her up, you see her hands or her arms shrink towards her hands as she pulls herself over the edge of the boat, returning to normal size.
And knowing where she's coming from and we're all healed now, I'll send Letus in her direction.
How long does it last?
It only lasts a minute, so that's why I was asking you how many rounds we got.
Yeah, so this would have been,
He's gone?
yeah, she's not back in time
Oh,
to,
that's
Okay.
probably good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just comes strolling down.
yeah.
Would he have walked or would he have just floated?
I mean, he would have appeared more than anything. He's a statue-esque totem. He is not a moving character, but.
That's probably much better.
Either way, it would have been bad for hair.
And as Hera's form shrinks herself onto the boat, hands shrinking, making it difficult to hang on, you're able to scramble and pull yourself forward. And in that moment, as she tumbles in, you see the clouds almost in a rapid jolt, and the wind kicks forward and the ship begins moving again. That with the added bonus of Qual's fan still going, you guys find yourselves moving rather briskly towards Shaft Isle, likely to arrive ahead of schedule.
How's everyone doing on damage here?
I'm fine.
I'm
Yeah,
a
it's
little hurt.
I'm still kind of gross.
I mean, I'm
I'll do
hurt, but
I'll
not,
take
I'm fine.
10 minutes to do my prayer of healing. So I'll sit down with the Letus's book and kind of grab onto the necklace and sit there and concentrate for a couple minutes.
Okay.
I tried really hard to get that dragon body.
Nice.
Fuck the dragon body. You're fine.
Yeah.
That was okay. Not so loud for Gendry to hear. You were awesome.
okay,
That was the shit.
but
What?
before I got knocked in the water, y'all saw him like throw his axe and attack that dragon, right?
Yeah.
He did a bunch of other crazy shit while you were not.
What were you doing?
What is that face? You-
What is?
Sproigins is super confused on like.
How many surviving Gendry and
Gendry,
died.
Nina, Lofa are the only remaining ship people that you've seen thus far.
Okay.
Because Dubaru and what's her face, the Drow, jumped off.
And got split in
Well,
twain.
Dubaru got killed in the first frost breath attack.
Yeah. So
And
we know
then
he's
shattered.
dead, but the other one jumped off.
The other one jumped off, and
hasn't come back.
you don't. Yeah.
Well, she knows.
I know
that
she
it
was at
two
least split in
pieces.
two pieces.
At this point, though, you do see Gendry and Nina moving towards the front of the ship, kind of examining the iceberg left over of Dubaru. You see him kind of reach down and
I tried to heal him, but he was just already.
Does anyone have mending?
I don't think so.
He was too far gone.
bye, and throws something overboard.
What?
I'm gonna join them and spray water.
He used Dubaru's arm to wave at us because he doesn't give a shit about Dubaru. My son. Not my son. Not Cannon, my son.
all of
Fan
us-
Cannon.
17 points of health.
Gendry picked up Dubaru's arm,
Including Gendry
waved
and
to
Nina.
goodbye to us using his arm, and
17
threw it
points of health
overboard.
if they need it.
Okay. Yes.
Like, out of game, Jones is okay if Gendry goes somewhere.
In and out of game, hair is okay if gender goes somewhere.
I know. That's why I said it. But like,
In
Sproigins
game,
doesn't.
Skadi has no idea he's a douchebag.
You just saw him take somebody's arm
he
and go,
just waved.
"Bye."
What is
goodbye
it
to
you would
us.
like to do, guys?
Be sad?
All right. What is everyone else doing?
I'm gonna glare at. It's Gendry, right?
Gendry.
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 Yep.
Whatever.
He kind of just threw it casually over his shoulder off the boat, and he seems to be walking the length of the boat back up towards the ship's wheel.
I'm gonna just look. I'm gonna like.
I want to look at Dubaru's dead body and see if he has any notes or anything like.
Oh, most of it is still just frozen.
Skadi, do you have anything to like unfreeze?
Would
like,
prestidigitation
if-
warm it up?
I mean,
It would take a real long time.
it wouldn't be instant for sure.
I
Can
can
we
freeze
just,
him
like-
again.
Can we just like crack, like
Sure.
break the ice?
And I'll take a dagger and try to chip at the ice, being careful not to stab him. Read.
I mean, he's already
Make
dead.
a sleight of hand check at disadvantage.
And while she's doing that,
Y'all
I'll
are-
just kind of
Whoops.
stand close with my flame armor.
I just want to look in. I want to see if Dubaru doesn't have any like
Sleight of
any,
hand,
Yep.
like
Disadvantage.
notes from his family, like,
which doesn't matter for me.
It seems like
'Cause
Gendry
it
doesn't
wasn't
give
in
a
that
shit.
one,
So
and
if
I'm
we can
expert
tell
at it, so it's
Dubaru's
24.
family, like,
24.
hey, Dubaru died.
After a while, you chip off most of the main large chunks. It's a process. It's very time
Is there
consuming.
a lot
but-
of ice in any area that's like just ice?
I mean, he's got it like a kind of a 1-inch plate all the way around him, with the exception of his back.
got like a jumper of ice.
Then
Yeah.
I want to chip around at his pockets and stuff like that, but then I also want to chip in like the picture of a swan on the front. It's a nice swan.
Did you say it's a nice swan or
Ice.
it's an ice swan?
Ice.
Does
Swan.
that distinction matter all that much?
No,
I feel
but I
like.
just didn't know
I mean,
if
it
was
is a
like,
nice ice swan.
All right.
I liked it either way. We're too polite.
So,
Just
super broken ice swan on dead, now sort of chunked apart, multiple limbs and pieces, a little bit scattered.
Damn, you severed his ass.
No, that was
Oh.
That was when he fell.
that was as part of him falling and
Oh.
breaking. The ice form largely chipped away around where he may have stored items or anything to that extent. He's wearing very simple clothes. He has a shirt with a front pocket. He's wearing very tattered, simple, cheap-looking trousers. Doesn't seem to have a bag, doesn't have a satchel on him at the moment.
I don't expect him to have any items or gold even. I just don't know if he has any notes or anything to...
I'll check
like-
his pockets for
Make an
can just
investigation.
ask
anything,
Gendry.
really.
He doesn't give
He
a shit
doesn't
about
give
him.
any
I would
shits.
also like to assist if she could have
What is this?
Sure, you can have advantage.
investigation.
Yep.
I just want to see if there's any notes or anything that we can like let.
27.
his
Pockets are
halfling-
empty. You do find a copper piece that has a small X, seemingly like inked or drawn onto it. But that's all he seems to have on his person.
You guys are being silly.
It's a token that he had for your cute son.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go over to Gendry.
Okay.
So, Gendry.
Oh, yes. You'll have to postpone our soiree. I'm feeling a little weathered after that.
Well, that's fine. We actually don't need the room anymore. We figured it out. We handled it just on the deck.
Well, where was I?
You were drinking. You said you had to wait half an hour, but we didn't. We couldn't wait half an hour, so we just did it on the deck.
When?
Like right before the
On the
dragon
deck?
came. Yeah. Yeah.
I misjudged all of you.
Kevin is a mess.
Okay. Well, so Gendry, that was thing number one.
I have to reevaluate my whole life.
Well, I have two more things to talk to you about. They're very important.
I'm listening.
Okay. So we handled that. So I was gonna come tell you we didn't even need your room anymore because we did it on the deck.
Yeah.
Nice.
Two. That was really impressive what you did with the dragon. Your weapon was really cool.
Well, I'm also impressive on the deck.
I believe that.
You know. what I
Next
mean?
time we have a group conversation on the deck, we'll make sure you're there.
Conversation.
Yeah.
Just how did you do it so quick? How many of you had this conversation?
All of us, but it didn't take very long. We just we all had to like just fill in Walker on something.
If you would have just left it at fill in Walker.
The elf with the fire.
Yeah,
Everybody filled him.
yeah.
I'm just like sitting over there playing with the tip of my arrow.
He looks over at you, just like drops the ship's wheel.
He's also like, does he still have the blue
Yes.
Spartan shit? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he's still decked out. He hasn't
Yeah.
made any effort to change it.
nice.
Well, I don't have the poncho anymore, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've transitioned back to actual armor, but you
Right.
still have the Farrah Fawcett, Mariah Carey,
yeah.
blue streaks.
Gendry lived one specific life,
Yeah.
and now he knows other people
Yeah.
live a different.
So that was handled. That was really impressive.
Are you going to have another conversation soon? I should
We-
like to take part in something meaningful with your group
I mean, we might. We have conversations all the time.
all the time.
Yeah. Like we as a group, we all conversate on a regular basis. We spend a lot of time together. What else are we gonna do?
Well, that's a fair point. Well, yeah, if you're gonna have a conversation, then just let me know, and I'll bring my talking hat.
You have a talking hat?
That's right. It's the only thing I need to have conversations. You know what I mean?
Do you have conversations just like with you and the talking hat?
Sometimes
His name is
That's
Jimmy.
really
the sea's a lonely place.
I know. Just kind of like adventuring is lonely.
Well, you seem to have cracked that nut.
Yeah, we did. Nut cracked. Okay. Anyway,
First,
So about our situation.
right. Oh, Dagalon. No, what's his name?
Duberu.
Duberu.
Huh.
About Duberu.
Yeah.
Did he have any family or anything?
I mean, probably everyone does.
But aren't you the captain of this ship?
Yeah.
You don't get to know your people on a personal level? Don't you ever talk to them?
I didn't have a conversation with his mother, if that's what you're asking, and beyond that, I have no interest where they come from.
So you never conversated with Duberu?
Well, sure I did. I know he's from somewhere on Ondala. I know he comes from somewhere outside of Bleetfoot, but I have no clue what he did. He's only been with me for 2 weeks.
Oh.
He's one of these fancy people, comes out, tries to live the life of a pirate, thinks it's going to be exciting and fun.
Well, I mean, you make it seem really exciting and fun.
Well, I did promise a lot of conversations at sea, given the right setup and circumstances.
And then you missed our conversation. That was kind of... I was sad you weren't there.
Well, Duberu missed it as well, it seems.
Duberu did. But we're just trying... We want to be able to tell Duberu's family that he didn't make it.
Well, that sounds accurate.
but not the other one that we didn't even go
So,
after.
you don't know where we could find Duberu's family?
You'd have to try somewhere outside of Bleeffoot and ask around. I don't know.
You don't have a log or anything?
A log?
Mm-hmm. Of like the people who work for you?
No.
Okay.
I generally don't have too many. This isn't a huge ship.
Okay. Well, I was just checking. So that was all.
Oh, shit. And he realizes, goes back to the wheel, kind of. Yeah, I don't track that as much. I know who works for me, I know who I can trust, and I know who I can't. And everybody can't be trusted until they've proven that they can. It's usually that simple.
I disagree with that. I feel like people can be trusted until they prove they can't.
Well, that seems like a way to get into a lot of interesting conversations.
Well, I don't get in that many interesting conversations. Mostly just with the group.
Anyway, so are we still onward for Chaff Isle? No one's gotten cold feet in your group, I take it?
We're still going to Shaft, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Both Walker and I.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if this magic holds up for a while and the winds stay true, we should be there in under 5 hours, I'd imagine.
Perfect. I'll let you know if we have any more conversations on the deck.
I mean, or wherever. You know.
Okay.
I've had conversations in the water once. It was difficult, but it was interesting.
Must be a really good swimmer.
I'm really good at a few things left.
I believe it.
You should.
Like slaying dragons.
I'll bring my hat.
All right, I'm gonna turn away. I'm gonna turn and walk away.
Okay, while all that was going on, just get a quick primal awareness to make sure there's no more dragons coming.
You do not sense any in the
Okay.
area. It seems as if that one covered a large swath of land that it maintained its own
We are
territory.
void of all other things on that list.
Correct. No celestials,
Yeah, okay,
aberration.
alright,
Yeah.
Faithine.
It is not registering any of those.
Wonderful. All right, we're in the clear.
So, I wanted to get that dragon because, like, maybe we could sell the parts. Maybe Is could have eaten it. The hide would have been good, maybe, to, like, craft into some sort of armor or, like, a
How big
shield
was
or something.
one of the damn plates on him? Like as big, well, maybe not as big as your
They're
big
probably
big
about
one.
4 inches long.
It's like 4 inches long. It's-
Yeah.
yeah, it was legit.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, it's huge. It was heavy. I'm not a good swimmer. Like, we just had the river, so, like, the ocean is actually fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Also,
Um,
when we were in Tarkwara, when we went underneath, I think you passed out when we were going under that water as well. Probably,
I don't like the water.
That makes sense.
But I tied a rope around it because I was going to try to fly up with it, but, like, it was
Because it's
really
huge
difficult.
and-
So what I did was I tied that, like, special arrow that we got at Greensword. Remember that elf? He gave us a special arrow, and they got
Oh.
really mad when
Is
we
that the
tried to
elf that
find
I
out.
kissed?
I don't remember if you kissed him or if you hit him.
Oh, I didn't hit anybody.
I mean, that whole
He
night-
hit me. That's right. He hit me. His buddy grabbed him, or one of you.
I was
No, no.
really,
You
really
tried to get him to
happy.
shoot.
Skadi held him, and then I kissed him while he was petrified. That's what it was.
That sounds like something both
Sounds-
you and I
it
would do.
sounds right.
Okay, okay. So you tied a
Yeah.
regular ass arrow.
No, it's the special arrow. I have it marked and everything.
It's not a special arrow. It's a regular arrow.
I tied it to the rope. So,
Okay.
like, if
With-
we ever try to go back to it,
Uh-huh.
like, because maybe it's something that the Punisher's Quarry? Is that right? My brain just shut down.
Well, you were in the water for a long time.
Yeah. Swallowed some. Didn't taste good.
Oxygen deprivation
Yeah.
can kill
Yeah.
brain
Yeah.
cells.
You-
But, like, I didn't know maybe there was, like, a contract or something out on, like, a specific beast or, like, someone looking for parts or something. So if we
Yeah,
needed to
that's a
come...
good-ass
I tried to
idea.
get it, but it didn't really cost, like, that rope was getting ragged anyway, so
And
we can
it's
try to
huge.
find it if we
should've
need
just
to.
seen if Gendry could just like stop the boat.
Well, with that fan going, I don't
Yeah,
think
that's true.
we want to waste it, so...
No,
It
you're
wasn't
right.
really that important, but I just tried and failed.
Well, you did a good ass job killing the thing.
Gendry did a really good job killing it.
Fuck him. He didn't
I
do
killed
shit.
it. He's kind of a douche.
Yeah.
He's been really nice to
He's
me.
a-
He picked up
dick.
Dubrew's broken ass arm and like waved it, and then tossed it off the ship.
Yeah. He
That
used-
might be the way they have a funeral. You don't know what pirate customs are.
No.
How do you have a funeral?
I spray water on people.
But do you make fun of them with a funny voice being like, "Dur-dur-dur-dur"?
I didn't hear that.
Well, he was like, I
He
don't
did
remember,
do
but
it.
it sounded like a dirt, 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 dirt.
Well,
And then he threw it off like
we won't have to deal with
trash.
him much longer, so.
Or you.
Maybe Duberu was not a very nice person. We don't know.
No,
He
did you
was
see what he did with that
fucking
camera?
adorable.
was the shit.
He was
I love
adorable,
Duberu.
and he was
He
so
was cute. Look
jovial.
at his frozen. He's still cute as frozen.
It's a frozen
Duberu.
Duberu popsicle.
Aw, Duberu.
Does that copper with the X look familiar to me at all?
It looks like a basic copper.
Like it doesn't look like it's a symbol of anything or like thieves' cant or something like that?
Just appears to be an X.
Do
Is there
we
any
know Lofa's name is Lofa, or do we just metagame know it's Lofa?
You metagame know it's Lofa.
Okay. I want to walk up to the half-orc.
Okay. And he's still like kind of, he's gotten upright, but he's sitting now just.
Hey, you doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
You need more. I could maybe give you some healing if you don't, like if you're feeling.
Lofa's strong. I good.
Okay. Hey, Real quick, do you also, I want to take out the copper, do you also have one of these with the X on it?
Those are for poor people. I have these. And he pulls out like 3 silver. Good pirate loafer.
Oh. Alright. Thanks, you did a great job today.
I also have one of these. He pulls out a gold piece.
Oh.
Very
don't-
good pirate.
Make sure you keep that tucked away. Actually, I have a feeling if someone tried to take your gold, they would no longer be alive.
I would crush them like tiny human.
I knew it. Alright, I'm gonna walk away from
Just
you.
on the boat, not in the water.
I've gone.
Loafer doesn't like the water.
You're welcome.
Continues
I want-
sort of till he realizes you're done.
I wanted to have followed while he was having this conversation and like tried to prestidigitate so that his armor doesn't like rust or something from all the salt water.
Sure, you can sort of kind of do that a little bit. Sure.
And then after he like talked a little bit, I'm gonna just stop and like walk away before he walks away.
Okay.
Like, okay.
So talk to the huge orc to see if he had one of these too, and he doesn't have one. He said this is for poor people.
Well, it is a copper.
Yeah, but it's got a. I just don't think he recognized that there was a symbol on it. He probably just saw it
Yeah, but I
as a cover.
said, well, maybe because I said, do you have one of these with an X on it? And he said, no, that's for poor people. So I think you're right.
Maybe it's like one of those pirate things where X marks the spot and that's his treasure.
Aww.
I've never heard that before. X marks the spot. What is
Yeah.
that from?
It's like you like put an X on maps to mark special spots.
We have tons of X's on our map.
Yeah, we
Because
do.
we have tons of special spots.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, there's a few that I don't know are really special.
Well, maybe that's his treasure.
Who told you that? Where did you pick up this information from?
It's floating growth thing.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever heard that. I went to Fire Shield. Nobody had an X with marks of any spot.
You know,
They didn't really have treasure. They were just rich, right?
They're a bunch of trash creatures.
Okay. So, conversation time again.
Oh, hold on.
No, what? Let's find out what the conversation is before you. Why are you trying to get him involved?
Because he wanted to be a part of our next conversation.
Why?
I don't know. He just said he did.
No, fuck him. He doesn't need to know any of this information. We're paying him to take us to a place.
Okay.
Okay.
What's up?
Now that we got that. All right. So, in your knowledge of this Shafile and the sorcerer, should we be worried about anything on this island? Because like I'm pretty spent right now. I'm pretty beat up.
You should probably meditate.
So
I mean,
there
can
might
we-
be
can we wait?
danger.
We have
on
no
this.
idea what's on
So
there.
that was no one's been there. We don't know what's going on.
Everyone
nothing.
says there's nothing there except for like other people say that there's like probably a giant sorcerer on there. So like
giant sorcerer.
I mean like powerful.
Like a
Okay.
okay, I was gonna say.
Not
like,
like the fire
That
giant
is
giant.
terrifying.
14-foot sorcerer.
No, like that there's a badass retired
17-foot
sorcerer on the
fireballs.
island. So I don't think that we're going to come into anything, but like they said it was going to be however long. We've barely been on the boat. So I figured that there's at least enough time for
well, we've got what, like 8 hours left?
No, 5.
I have no
he
idea.
said.
Gendry said
Oh, I
5.
wasn't there.
Yeah.
Gendry just told me we're about 5 hours away.
Less than 5. With the
So-
addition of Qual's
Shit,
fan.
well, we could. I mean,
Walker has time to rest.
I could.
and by the
I
time we
can
get
head
there,
down below.
in 5 hours, it's still gonna be probably not fully dusk yet.
No, you'd be looking at a late afternoon at that point.
Yeah.
yeah. So let's
do you
just
think-
rest up.
Rest up now or rest up when we get there?
I mean, like since we've got 5 hours, he
Well-
can meditate for 4 hours and at least
what
have one
time
of us
would it
rested.
roughly be in 4 or 5 hours? Like, are we talking dusk?
We started
Probably like
really
4
early.
o'clock.
Okay. So, like, is the idea that we're gonna venture out at night here, or are we gonna get there, mansion, and
I
then
do not
call
like
it
the
a night?
idea of a new forest at night.
I figured that we would go on shore because I don't know if we talked to them about staying the night. I doubt he'd want to.
They just said
But
they were gonna
I
go
don't
back.
know.
I told them that they were gonna drop us off and they could leave.
Right. So I would say that we would investigate, like see what we can see, investigate like a small area just to make sure that where we were was safe and not like right next to some demon camp or something like that.
I'm just concerned
And then
that
we can hole up and then move out when it's daybreak.
Well, I'm sure we could also just I'm sure we can convince Gendry to stay a night
We probably
near
have to
the
pay him.
island.
No,
Why would
I don't
we
want.
even-
But then we could sleep on the boat, and then we wouldn't have to worry about what the
I
island looks like.
have a house.
Yeah, we can
I
get
can
the
put the
mansion.
mansion down.
Okay.
And then that way Is could also.
You still have the
Yeah.
mansion available to
Yeah.
you after this
Yeah.
battle?
So
Yeah.
the thing that I'm concerned about is when we get there, right now, if I take a long rest, I'm not going to want to go to bed when we get there. And if it's night,
It's true.
What am
I'll
I
be
gonna
fully
do?
rested. Yeah.
Well, just because you're meditating doesn't mean you can't meditate
No,
again.
I will. That's kind of how the deal. You throw off your cycle and then you get on the new cycle.
yeah, I don't want to
and-
throw off my cycle in a new place.
But if you're spent and
then
tired right now, I think it's okay to just relax.
Right
while
now,
we're-
all of our cycles are synced up.
I
If
know.
me
I
and
do like
Sproigins
having
get
a
off
sync cycle with you
Yeah,
guys.
I want our cycles merged.
Well, it makes sense that our cycles would be synced up because we spend so much time
It's
together.
the worst episode ever.
I don't feel personally like I need to take a long rest.
I
Are you
I
guys
also
resting or are you not resting?
I can get by
I mean, we could do
Are you
we
sure?
could do
You
short
were saying
rest.
that you're.
if we're gonna rest when we get there.
We could do. How about we do
we'll
short
do it.
rest?
Well, we would be doing a short
And
rest regardless.
just based on previous stuff, I'm probably gonna be one of the people that scouts or you or whatever. So if I'm gonna do
It's
that,
maybe scouts.
I do think that we will need to scout the small area around where we're going to camp because we want to at least have an idea of what's nearby.
I mean, it could be an empty island. There could
Is
be
there
zero
any
trees.
seagulls flying around?
Make a perception check.
But I'm at least going to rest up a little bit. I'm hurting. I'm tired. I hate the water. It tastes awful.
15.
I do not see any.
I mean, I have a healing potion, but
I
yeah,
just want to look for some seagulls or something.
With your
to give
prayer
this,
of healing, did we get?
17 points.
Well, thank you.
Oh, I also get an additional 17?
Yeah, all of you guys plus those two.
I feel like
Regretting that now. Gendry.
Oh.
I just now that you mention that, I feel like I do want to let Is out. He's been
You don't want to let a fire basilisk, out on a wooden boat in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, I love the guy. He's super cute, but
He's so cute.
he's still a baby, and we don't want him to
Not cute.
accidentally set somebody
Not
on
even a
fire
fact.
or the boat. You could always go in there and say hi to him and do that kind of thing, and then promise him that we'll let him out when we get to the island.
Do we have food for him? Oh, that's right. I bought that meat
Yeah.
on shore.
You gave him a bunch of chicken.
Yeah, but I bought that special meat on shore. Remember?
Yeah, the huge fish-like fillets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that? The kodos?
Toas.
The one where-
Toas.
Didn't
The toas. Not the
I guess we
toas.
didn't talk about this. How much was it?
I don't remember.
Because what you were talking about, it sounded like he didn't give you some gold.
That's okay.
All right.
As long
I
as I have
mean,
food for Is.
How much did you pay?
I think 5 gold.
For all that? I think he got ripped off.
Yeah,
He was the one that got
that
ripped
looks like
off.
a lot of
Did
meat.
you see how big those fish slices were?
It was a big fish.
He got ripped off.
There's a lot of fish.
So even for 5 gold, even
Yeah,
if he
and-
didn't give the correct change, even if it was 5 gold, here, take all this fish.
Okay.
We have platinum bars and
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, well, let's take a short rest. We can trust Gendry and them to let us know when shit's about to hit the fan, so
I think we will know.
yeah.
All right.
So
So,
I
anyone
wanna-
who wants to take a short rest, take a short rest.
that's
I would also, when I'm not taking my short rest, to read more of that demon book.
And
is that hit dice we can use on a short rest or what's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can use hit dice on a
I'm
short
going to
rest.
do a song of rest during the short rest too.
Are you-
so everybody
you're not
gets
napping?
1d10 as well.
I'm not going to take a long rest. There's no point. I'm
okay.
gonna just
No, but you're not even napping.
No, I'm just gonna hate the boat and can't wait to see land, and then try to distract myself by reading the book.
Okay, I'm gonna take off my necklace and hand it to her. I'm
Okay.
gonna go in there for an hour.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna fall to her in,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna sit with this.
Yep.
He ate this morning. I'm just gonna sit with him and I'm gonna read my dad's book.
Okay.
Can I put it on and not attune to it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't think it was an auto thing, but. So I'm going to wear it just so I don't lose it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Both you guys get an extra 1d10 for a hit dice.
Okay.
As well.
Okay, I'm fully.
That's a
healed
D8.
up.
I know.
Oh.
I'm also just doing 1 hit dice.
Because I rolled 2 crits on my D6s.
Whoa.
Telling you, man, these dice.
Ooh.
Hiya!
All right, so you guys go through the process of resting a bit. Lofa seems to come around, gets back into the process of trying to work some of the rigging and keeping an eye on some of the boat's functions. Him and Nina can be seen kind of occasionally going below decks, coming back up, grabbing a few things, moving some stuff around, talking to Gendry. Gendry spends most of his time up in front of the ship's wheel, and at this point is now just sitting back in a wood chair in front of the ship's wheel, has his foot on the bottom of the steering wheel, and is just kind of casually drinking a bottle as his foot steers.
Are the.
Necklace thoughts. After you can do this.
Oh, no. All right, so we're down, what, 2 shipmates? 3 shipmates?
2.
How are the other 2 handling? Because I'm assuming Gentry's just up there, like, chilling. Are the other 2 just, like, going nuts trying to get everything done?
No, at this, like, the boat is essentially doing what it needs to be doing, and with the addition of Qual's fan, it seems as if the propulsion is
Okay,
consistent.
so they're okay?
Yeah.
Okay. That was my question.
Do they seem broken up at all about the 2 missing passengers? I guess I wouldn't really pick up a whole lot from Lofa.
I mean, you can roll an insight check.
Yeah, I would like to. Oh.
Yeah,
No.
with no previous insight into their behavior and no real understanding of the dynamic.
Everybody copes their own way.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are you guys doing?
Is the hour up?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are able to.
Necklace,
Oh.
Gendry's thoughts.
So as he's sitting there drinking, all of them, right there on the deck, and I missed it. How could they have done it? Especially with the elf. He seems wily. And he's just going through this long diatribe of like playing off of his own, well, no, that wouldn't work because I would have seen that. And just trying to figure it all out in
Do
his
I
head.
get the impression that he's talking about sex?
Yes.
All right.
Very
Does he
clearly.
get like all of the details?
I mean, it's interspersed with super overt, grotesque, sickening things, but also it has a certain airiness of high concept, intellectual, philosophical thought. Now, if he was going to stretch his hole that wide, how is it that all 4?
Ugh.
The seawater. I'm gonna go right over. What did you tell him?
That we had a conversation.
Do you know what he thinks conversation is?
I would assume, as most people do, a
You're
conversation.
wrong. He thinks conversation is sex.
What?
That all of us, when you ask him to go
Yikes.
into his room
Yeah.
and have a conversation,
I didn't say conversation.
I don't know if I've ever had sex.
what was it?
Let's dive into the character backstory.
I think you would,
I-
as Walker, or you're saying...
I feel like that.
I mean, as Walker, you
I
probably
mean, those
have not.
images haven't popped up yet, so I don't.
I think you would know as Walker if you had.
Well,
Weren't you a
Walker
king
has-
for a while?
Walker has not. What?
Weren't you a king for a while in one of your past lives?
Yeah, but
Then
there
you probably did.
didn't seem to be a lot of loving going on. That was a very dark place.
Yeah, and what do you think you did at night to recover from the darkness?
Shut up!
Conversation.
Shut up! Stop this bullshit! Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
gross, Mom, Dad.
Ew! So, he thinks that the word conversation means sex.
That's a weird pirate slang.
Yeah. I'm
That's
with
strange.
Skadi on this one.
Okay, I think you need to set it straight because somehow you said that we all had a conversation on the deck.
We did.
Yeah.
And he thinks that we all had sex on the deck and everybody used Walker as the depository.
I don't even know how he would get that from the conversation we had.
Yeah. And I
What
just-
did you tell him?
That
I
we were
remember that.
we wanted to have a conversation in private, so he was going to let us use his room.
With him, conversation in private, with him included.
Yeah,
in
why couldn't
his
he be included
room.
in the conversation?
In private, in his room.
Right, because we didn't want everyone to listen to what we were saying.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I told him after we fought the dragon, I told him we already had the conversation on the deck because nobody was listening or paying attention to us.
Yeah.
Yep, and he assumes that we all had sex on the deck
He's just
without
weird.
somehow any of them noticing, and now he's trying to figure out how we were able to do that under his nose.
See, okay, here's the deal. I've talked to Gendry like 3 times.
Okay.
He seems like a really nice guy.
To you,
Yeah.
under the preface that sex is involved at some point.
At no point have I even
Group
insinuated
sex.
sex was a part or involved.
Except you did.
No. You weren't there. How would you know?
Because I listened to his thoughts.
I think you're misinterpreting what he's thinking.
Sproigins, I know you have a way with words and such.
These are
but
not my
I
words.
think Skadi's right here.
How about this? How about you go ask Gendry
Yeah.
without any of us there.
As has always been.
Yep. Go up there
Yeah.
and you ask him if he thought conversation meant sex.
That's
Okay. I'll walk up to Gendry.
I'm just gonna sit on a box, just arms folded, foot tapping.
And I'm going to sit cross-legged on a box like this.
As you start walking up the stairs towards the top portion of the deck where he's sitting, you approach him as he's kind of sees you come up, stands up.
Hi, Gendry.
I was meaning to talk to you.
Good. I had a question for you, too.
Well,
You can go first.
so you had your conversation on the deck,
Right.
but how?
Just like with our mouths.
Yes. Yep. Still on brand. Thanks for tuning in to Holding Action.
Fuck, she wins on that one
Yep.
for sure.
Yep.
Your mouth,
Yeah.
need 10 minutes for
an oral conversation.
Like you do.
How else do you have a conversation?
I mean, there are lots of ways, you know.
Well, you can like signal stuff.
Well, they say that 70% of communication is verbal love, you know what I mean?
It's no, I think 70% is like body language.
It doesn't matter to me. So, when are we going to have this conversation?
Well, so Sproigins, you see my friend Sproigins over there?
Not my favorite, but I'm game, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, he wanted to know because when I said conversation, you thought I meant conversation, right?
I understood what you meant, yeah.
Conversation.
Right.
Like we're talking and stuff.
Well, a little bit, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to get together in a confined space and just sit there in silence, right?
Right. That would be boring.
Doesn't make any sense, love.
So you know that I meant just conversation.
That's right.
Yep.
It's a circle.
Maybe a little quiet whisper, maybe a little shout.
Well, if you're
maybe
trying
a
to
little
be
silence.
sneaky, a quiet whisper makes sense.
Well, you've got that mastered with the oral abilities of your group.
Well, especially Sproigins.
It doesn't surprise me.
He's really good at the oral stuff.
He gets it from his mom, I'm sure.
You've met his mom?
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, fucking A.
I'll have him tell you all about that.
Okay, but because Sproigins sent me over here to ask you. And so I meant conversation when I said conversation.
I understood exactly. I think we're understanding each other. Just let me know whenever you all are ready.
For conversation.
Right.
Talking.
I mean, it depends on what level and volume, and
Well, I guess we could be screaming at each other. We have been known to do that.
I'm game for it all, love.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Perfect. I knew I was right. And I turned around, turn around and walk back to Sproigins.
He just kind of sits back down, plucks the
Conversation.
bottle by the top of it, starts
What?
drinking again.
What does that mean?
You
Yeah,
can
see,
tell
I
by
told
his
you.
face that no.
No, both of you are wrong.
At this point, he kind of leans, he walks up to the railing separating the upper steering section of the ship to the lower deck, kind of leans out, puts his elbows on the railing, looks at you.
At me?
Glad to have you all aboard. And he kind of takes a few steps back and goes back to steering the ship again.
You did nothing except... Oh my god. You egged him on, you enticed him. What did you say?
I went up to him and I said, when I said conversation, you know I meant conversation, like talking, right? And he was like, yeah.
Did he say it like that? How did he say it?
Yeah.
That's exactly how he said it?
That
Yeah, he
sounds
said,
exactly
yeah.
like him.
Okay, do this. Go up to him again. Just trying to prove a point. Go up to him now
Yeah.
and say, I'm ready to have the conversation right now, by the wheel, you go first.
Weird, but okay. We've already had conversations twice by the wheel.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go over to him.
Okay.
Resume my position with a smirk on my face.
He's
I go
standing
back to
there,
my book.
steering the ship, watching you walk up. Are we all ready to go then?
Well, no. Sproigins said, he sent me back over here again, and said he wanted me to tell you that I am ready to have a conversation with you by the wheel right now.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. Not that he's ready. He sent me over to tell you that I'm ready to have a conversation with you. But we've already conversed twice by the wheel.
You and him
No,
by the wheel.
you and me.
And he sends you to tell people when you're ready for conversations.
Well,
Your
I mean, he
group
is.
interesting.
I'm just waiting for him to look at me.
No, Sproigins. Wait, crap. No, I think Sproigins. Yeah, Sproigins told me to come over.
Sproigins wants us to have a conversation by the wheel.
But we already are. But you're supposed to go first. But I started the conversation, so that doesn't even make sense. I should have just come over here and waited for you to talk to me.
And then he wants to watch.
He's watching right now. Don't you see him?
Can I roll bedroom eyes?
Yeah.
Shit!
Charisma?
Is it just straight
It's a
charisma?
raw charisma check.
11.
11.
I mean, it's
that's a
farther
lot if there
distance,
ever was a
and I
time.
don't wanna,
Yeah.
but I hit him with it.
I can't tell people I'm a pirate if I'm not open to new experiences. And there you see him take off his bandana,
You know you can leave that on for us to conversate.
pull around this tri-corner hat that's
Start
attached.
shaking Hara's arm.
Tri-corner hat attached to a strap on the back.
What's he doing?
Puts it on.
I like that hat.
What had happened?
I told you.
You're a pirate.
And the already half unbuttoned shirt, he begins.
Yes!
What are you doing?
Just violently shaking Hara's arm.
Just
Oh my god.
getting a little sun love. Takes it off, like trying
This
to be
is
sort
weird.
of seductive.
You're being weird.
Go ahead, Skadi.
Well,
have a conversation.
How do you do it?
Well, I don't usually take my clothes off for a conversation.
Someone has to, even if you do it with your mouth, right?
No.
See?
You have like magical conversations?
No. How do you have
What's
conversations
happening?
where you can't have your clothes on?
Where are you all from?
I'm from Kala.
I don't know where that is.
Okay, well, rude, first
Well,
of all.
I'll just show you how we do it where I come from, and then maybe you would understand and we can learn from each other in a conversation.
You're being really weird.
Let's just cut right to the chase. Starts going for his belt, and there, as he's like now shirtless, you see him drop his pants, sword still on a leather belt around his waist with his axe on his hip, dang-a-lang just all flat.
in character. I told you. I told you.
All right, let's do this.
I'm just gonna turn around and walk away.
Oh wait,
Skadi, your
What?
conversation.
what?
He has you have conversations really weird.
Skadi, I think Sproigins is right.
One of you then?
Sproigins is
No! Maybe we can get a seagull down here. Or maybe I can get your mom from below deck.
Pull his pants. Roll a d4 of damage.
Worth it.
Oh, nice.
4.
Yeah.
Psychic damage, bitch.
I'm gonna poison spray him for the assault that happened on my face from his ding-a-ling.
We're going to rename this episode. It's just going to be titled Phrasing. And that's the entire episode.
I think the code word maybe could be dingling.
I think the code word should be dingling. If it's
Dingling
not
is
already.
the most on-brand Skadi word of all time.
Yeah. Okay.
That's your who's a what's it?
I feel assaulted.
All right. So you are poison spraying him.
Yeah, he has to make a con saving throw.
Oh my god, we're gonna roll initiative and take a boat.
None of us know how to sail.
So that's a 7.
We're gonna
That's a
learn.
fail.
Yep. So d12 of poison damage.
Oh my god.
3d12 poison damage.
At 9th level.
That's correct. Yeah.
I never use my d12. There we go. There's 3.
36.
No, but he does take
He
14.
assaults on my face from his dingling. That is super crazy.
That was really rude.
So as you're seeing him start to pull his pants back up, he angrily is looking up, and just a face full of this green gas surrounds his phone.
Skadi, no!
That was really rude, and you can ask before you show that to someone.
He's on his knees. He's like snotting and throwing up like Mace in an enclosed room style. Completely losing it. Like crawls behind the chair.
I want a quick run up as I see this and do a quick lay on hands on him, which cures poison
Okay.
and gives 5 HP.
So he's got like well, you get one or the other if I'm not mistaken. The snot stops falling out. He kind of composes himself, but is still sort of slicked with the facial hair now just smeared into this more solid looking form. What was that for?
You need to ask permission before you pull that thing out in front of a lady.
Skadi,
You did ask.
We were having a conversation.
Yeah.
she legitimately means like true conversation, not sex. Very naive. She legitimately meant words.
Do they
word,
not
word,
use
word, word.
common where you're from?
She doesn't understand a lot of
Fucking people.
subtext.
You're a prick, you.
Yep!
Wow.
I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
He just
forward.
Tight
Kinda-
booty walk away.
Sits
What
there.
type booty run?
He just sits
And I'm
there
gonna-
still trying to compose himself.
I'll walk away laughing, kind of still clutching on the banister.
He's not holding the wheel. He's just kind of sitting in his chair at the moment. Looks completely bewildered. No idea how to respond to the situation. What do you guys want to do now?
I'm going below deck, and I'm just hanging out there
Okay.
till we get there.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna,
just make sure at some point he takes the wheel, or I'm gonna let Shinar take the wheel.
I'm gonna
Okay.
just sit up front and continue to read that book.
I'm gonna sit on a box, cross my leg, and like rock the top leg and just like leer at him.
Make an intimidation
The
check.
mom style over here.
Yeah.
Not very intimidating. 15.
15. Okay. He seems to take notice.
It's a disappointing roll. A roll for disappointment.
So what is? You're going down below.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out until we get there.
Okay.
Doesn't need to be
You go down
below,
there. It
but-
seems that there's a stretch of 4 sort of cutouts in the hull. It's pretty cramped down there. Again, this isn't a very big ship.
Actually, where's
have
his
these.
room?
Well, there's 4 cutouts in the hull of the ship that have these long, sort of hammock-like beds, sort of stretched out. A really thick, sort of heavy weave type tarp that is held up by ropes on either end, and then straight down the main walkway that splits these sort of cutout sections. It appears as if there is a large door at the end of the walkway, and that's all that's below deck.
I'll go to the door.
Okay.
Is it
seems locked.
I'll just go to one of the hammocks.
Okay.
I mean, you could ask.
I could just go through.
Oh, that's also true. I forgot.
All right. What is everyone else doing?
I'm gonna read the book till we get to the island.
Okay.
Did the box of seeds and stuff ever get picked up?
No.
I would like to mage hand the seeds back into the box and
Okay.
try to tidy up that.
Make good on your end of the deal. Sure. Yep. All right. So, if that's what's taking place, Gendry does eventually kind of compose himself. Still, just seems super shaken.
He's gonna be just overly embarrassed.
No longer off, like kilter, as much as just. You can kind of almost sense, insight check or no, he's on the path of self-discovery and exploration right now. What is my life? What am I doing?
No. Why did I take my dick out in front of this blue person?
Yeah, that's
I forgot you were blue.
yeah. So that is the path that he seems to be headed down from what you're able to glean over the time of observing him.
Do I get? Would I get the impression that he is going to steer us off course because he is angered?
Make an insight check.
Luck.
Yeah.
I'm not going to use luck in a church, but I'll use it here.
Ding.
12.
12. He doesn't seem to. It's such a drastic shift in behavior. It is almost as if there is nothing to pick up. You can see he's sort of being introspective. He's going through the process of kind of thinking, and he's making minor corrections, it seems, but hard to tell whether or not it's purposeful or...
Well, I guess I mean, I wouldn't know either way. I mean, you could just minorly do it, but I haven't seen him do any, like... Okay.
No.
All right, I just will assume
He hasn't flipped the Monopoly board over or anything at this point. Like, he still seems to be doing about what he was doing before.
All right. I assume he's taking us to where he wants to and will never want to see us again.
I'm gonna just keep leering at him.
Okay. All right, so if that is all that everybody is doing, you guys eventually find yourselves moving, sailing, water's relatively smooth, until at one point, Lofa, who is carrying like a very small sack, almost like a baby, sets it down. Gendry! Land! And it seems as if off in the distance there is now a speck emerging. After another 20 or so minutes, you now recognize this as a full-body land mass, and it's continuing to come towards the ship as you guys are approaching what would appear to be Shaft Island. You still don't get there for another 15 minutes or so, and as you're gradually approaching, you recognize that this island is actually pretty big. I mean, it is easily bigger than Crendon would be. Maybe not by a ton, but just landmass alone, walking across it would take you a decent chunk of time. That being said, you have no idea how deep it is, but recognizing how wide it is as you approach, you can tell that it's definitely pretty substantial in size. But the one thing that you take note of right away is the trees, all of their trunks, all of their branches, a lot of the foliage is a black tinge. The leaves are purple and kind of oaky, not vibrant. It just feels...
Does it feel like it's a different season here?
No, it's more like the vegetation itself is being tortured. The tree trunks have a dark, deep black hue to them. The leaves have this brownish purple tinge. They look vibrant from a distance. They wave as if they are healthy, watered trees. But everything is this muddled, gross, dirt landscape with this pseudo clean shore that you can kind of pick up on that has these flecks of like sickly purple, almost like blood just kind of spattered the entirety of the beachfront. Too much to be blood, but there's this intermixing of this maroonish purple in the sand that extends to the trees where it turns to a darkish purple brown, tree trunks are all black. It's this gross, it looks like mud surrounding everything, but with slight shifts in hues to allow you at least some differentiation. But the island itself just feels very off-putting. As you guys get within range, you're about 100 feet from the shoreline, and you are seeing now Lofa and Nina running to the back. Lofa grabs one of the levers, flips it over, and this huge chain kicks out, and you hear the anchor splash through the water. The boat drifts another 25 or so feet, probably still a good 50-ish, give or take, change feet away from the shore that you can see on the back side of the boat. But this is this is where you get off.
You get off.
Thanks for the ride.
That's a suggestion.
He had something for that, but he didn't hear you.
Thank you for the ride.
I mean, like, is there like a boat or something to take us to actual shore? Because we're still like 50
Are you
feet
talking
away.
to Gendry?
Yeah.
No, I don't have a spare boat that I can just give you and leave on the island.
Well, I figured you would take us to the island and then take the boat back.
Oh, well, let me go ahead and explain then. There's the island. You're there. Get off my boat.
I think we're far enough.
I don't want to swim that far.
We're fine.
Gendry, before I go, where did you get that cool hammer?
Axe.
Axe. Where'd you get that cool axe?
I found it in a lucky situation, that's all I'll say.
Magical sea stuff?
Well, it's hard to say that I got it on the sea, but you could say I owe the sea what I have, so yeah, sure.
Okay.
Now, also, please kindly get the fuck off my ship.
How far are we from shore?
Like 70 feet.
I'm just gonna get in the water and walk to shore. I have my necklace,
Well,
right?
it's too deep to walk, like you're swimming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a fair swimmer.
Hara, can you do me a favor? Can you tie Dubaru to me? I want to bury Dubaru because I don't know what Gendry's going to do with him.
That island looks wrong.
Okay.
I mean, like,
should he
he's
just go out
dead.
yeah.
He's thought out some.
I can.
But, like, Gendry, what are you going to do with
Put him to
Dubaru?
rest.
Oh, that's right. He's still on the deck.
Yep.
Well, I'll fix that.
What does that mean?
It means I'll put him to sea. He'll be a pirate like he always wanted.
That actually sounds much better than burying him here. Alright, well, fuck it. Alright, Dubaru. Have a good life.
Bye, buddy.
You can give him a little kiss.
Poor Duber.
Yeah.
So, you guys collect yourselves,
Superstitious world.
eventually make your way into the water and begin the swim towards shore.
Am I further ahead of them?
Yeah, I should point out, I don't know if I've ever swum before, so you know, do
Yeah.
what you want with that.
Well, there's an innate aspect to it. You
Okay.
look embarrassingly awful doing it.
I mean, you'd probably like...
yeah, you got a
Doggy paddle.
serious doggy paddle. There's a misty step in there to try and, like,
Oh no!
yeah. So
Misty paddle.
there's a number of experimental
Could
approaches
I
you
use
take.
that to dolphin in and out of the water?
I mean, it
I'm
conserves.
I'm actually the best.
Conserves momentum. Yeah. So, all right. So.
Hera eventually panics because something kind of touches her foot. She's
Alright, I will stay with you, and we will just slowly... Like,
So you guys
Make our
eventually
way.
make your way up onto shore as you are hearing the clinking of chains behind you, barely audible over the water. You turn to see the anchor being hoisted. Then you see something hurled off the boat. Have fun on the island, you bunch of cock teasers, and the ship begins to...
Hey, Gendry, there's a sand crab here who wants to have a conversation with you.
Am I on land as they're heading back?
Yeah.
I would like to try and get his attention. Gendry's.
Okay. Make a charisma check.
Nope. You know, I'm gonna use luck, Sir Buck.
Fuck you! And they're
Hang
just sailing away.
No, same thing.
Perfect.
7.
So yeah, it seems as if Gendry and the remaining crew are on their way to wherever it is they're
Do we
going.
recognize what he threw over?
I'm sure
This
it's
Duberu's
yeah.
body, yeah.
Okay. Assumed.
His axe.
Wanted
Yeah.
clarification.
Well, fuck it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who I am anymore.
Yeah.
See ya.
I don't even need this.
As soon as I like steady myself on land,
Mm-hmm.
I want to do divine sense.
Okay.
I know the location and type of celestial fiend undead within 60 feet, not behind total cover, and detect consecrated, deep, desecrated land.
So you guys go through the process then of stepping into some of the... Oh, sorry. You go through the process of stepping into the wooded area a little bit just offshore to kind of get a gauge for what it is. And you now see that the trees, as you kind of move on and touch them, have this black sort of tarish ichor attached to them.
Prestidigitation?
And as you focus your energies, what were you casting again?
Divine sense.
Divine sense. So that is celestials, fiends, demons, and
Undead.
undead, right?
Within 60 feet, and then consecrated, desecrated land.
You do not sense any movement or creatures of any kind. It seems as if this whole area is tainted in some kind of negative energy.
So does it feel desecrated?
You could say that, yes.
Does it look like when we had the door exploded onto us? Does it look like that? Well, I would know because I
Make
did
an intelligence check.
the same spell. 7.
It's similar
It's
color.
gross.
Similar color, sure.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and do primeval awareness at 2nd level, so I'll get 2 miles.
2 miles.
Fate, fiend,
Aberrations, celestials,
dragon.
dragons.
You sense aberrations
Oh no, that's not good.
and nothing else.
What is an aberrations?
Slads.
Beholders.
It's not just slabs, like
Beholders.
slabs and beholders.
Beholders, that's the more important one. So
Shit, are we on the island with the beholder?
I thought it was across the world. Remember they said it would take a really long time to get there?
That island was off the Dragon Sea, so you were not at that place.
Thank
hey
God.
guys, I got a ping.
What does that mean? What is a ping?
A ping is
Is it like a
feel
sense?
a presence of something on this island.
What kind of something?
Nice. That's good.
Well, so what would I have ever seen that's pinged as an aberration?
Would you innately know
the-
aberration?
Like it just kind of, yeah, like that's what I'm trying to go off of.
The one you can reference would be the creature that
MF?
the creature that Sproigins saw with the Gem of Seeing.
So I've seen that one, or I've pinged it.
You knew it was there when
There's
Sproigins
okay.
saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't really remember that, so I'll kind of explain that. Do you remember the thing you saw on the island?
On your island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
For my whole life, I will.
so that I'm getting that same sense here.
No, I'm ready to go.
Would he know it's an aberration? Like, would that make sense?
He would be able to akin it to certain types of creatures to a certain extent, yeah.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if it, like...
If that thing is here, I don't want to mess with that
Do you-
thing.
It doesn't give him the creature type or anything.
Do you
like-
know if it's, like, that exact thing? Or is it just stuff that's kind
so,
of like it?
Well, it's like, so you're a humanoid, I'm a humanoid, we're different, but we would ping the same.
As a human.
Okay, so it might not be that actual creature.
Right. So it
But
may
it might
be
be
like
something-
this little tiny little thing, or it might be like the thing that's gonna kill us all.
Okay.
I mean,
If you had to guess, what would it be?
it's just
Just guess.
It's not that
the
thing.
worst.
The worst.
What?
It's
I'm
going to be
inherently
okay.
negative. Life has been rather difficult. So
I mean, like, he did come
lives
from an island
have
where
been
everything
rather
was
difficult.
huge, and he was the smallest thing.
Yeah.
I'm right here, but I will say, I have no idea.
But like
I just assume the worst.
slads were also that, but like we were really. I know.
Slads.
Yeah, we ran into some
It's like a
slads.
huge fucking lizard creature that puts his babies inside of you and...
It was like a frog.
Either way,
He has
we're
a
a lot.
conversation with you.
We were
Yeah.
a lot stronger
Okay.
With its claws.
now than
So
we were when we
There
were.
is no way I'm getting close to one of those things
Okay,
again.
well,
Good.
we're within 2 miles of it,
Okay.
roughly.
So it's
What's a
like
mile?
mid-afternoon.
Not
Do
a
we
call.
want
What
to
time would it
mansion
be?
it up?
It's probably right around 5 o'clock now.
Like, did
Okay.
you want to just straight up mansion it up? Do we want to take a look around?
I mean,
like,
I'm
this
fine
land looks
for
gross.
exploring for like literally like 5 minutes, but I'm spent.
Is it like oil? Like, can you set it on fire? And like, and it'll
The
burn
land
whole thing
feels
down?
wrong. Like somebody did something to it. Like it feels tainted.
Your
She'd probably know
sorcerer
more.
dad.
Do you? I mean, I can
don't
try.
know.
I can spend like 10 minutes and see if I can like identify this trash.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna work, but if, I mean,
Yeah, if you want to. While you do that, I want to look through the gem of seeing at what I can see without going into anything.
Make a perception check.
I'll just do identify as a ritual on the like Icarus stuff and see if
Okay.
it gets me anything.
Oh. It is a ritual. I will also commune with nature here. That's a ritual.
Okay.
24.
24.
Detected up.
You see some tiny little things flitting through. You're able to catch some insects. So you see some rustling foliage as if to suggest maybe something small is moving around, but you don't catch anything noteworthy per se, other than the fact that these things are moving around this island. We'll come to that in just a moment, actually. And what were you doing?
Just gonna do a ritual identify on the like stuff kind of plaguing the land. That's
Okay.
like the,
It doesn't produce a result that is identifiable per se.
Yeah.
You get an arcane essence, but it is not a material that can be inherently identified.
Okay.
Tell you what, before we do that, and before you guys post up, we're actually going to take our break there.
All right.
Get ready to
Giveaway time.
jump on the island. So, again, for anyone who was here from the beginning and for anyone who was not here at the beginning,
Hi.
Welcome.
Literally all you have to do to win a D&D mini from the new Dragon Heist release, or we are giving away a free sub to someone as well.
I don't
Yeah.
know where it is.
Put the code word into
yeah,
the
that makes
chat.
sense.
Tonight's code word is going to be island.
Oh.
That's no.
So, please.
Conversation.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
How could I ever plan for that? So please.
Conversation is a long fucking word.
Island is going to be the code word for tonight. Please only enter into chat once. You will not improve your odds by duplicatio. So,
Yeah, by using a Dubaroo.
Yeah.
Not gonna work.
I mean, someone
Multiple
used
pieces.
the Dubaroo. Island is the code word. We will be back in 15 minutes or less. Hang in there, sit with us. We will come back with a winner very soon.
Yeah, take the time to look at
The dope
Waterdeep Dragon
stuffs.
Heist.
Dope.
Be back.
And welcome back to Holding Action.
Air horn,
We-
air horn, air horn, air horn.
Are giving away D&D minis, which is cool for anyone who likes D&D minis.
Yeah.
And the lucky winner, the participant.
Oh yeah, that thing.
I don't know if this
Our
is-
tables are not very expensive. Like, we should also
Yeah.
be careful. Congratulations to Saw Dog 75 for your
Saw dog.
excellent placement of the code word in chat. Well done with that.
Yeah.
Not to be left out, Mr. Foster 423 will be sending you a gift subscription to the channel. Should you be inclined, you of course can renew during September for a single $1. So do keep that in mind. Thank everybody who participated. Continue to watch.
Thank you.
Thank
I don't know, I'm
$1.
just trying. Yeah.
Thank you. And
Thanks, peeps.
Yeah, thanks
we
for
will
sticking around.
dive right back in.
Let's do it.
Where we left our group, they had taken a boat, had interesting conversations along the way amid battles with a sea dragon, and have now arrived at the sickly and desecrated potentially off-kilter island, referred to as Shaft Isle. The group did a cursory examination of the island's beach and forefront, found it to be considerably more dangerous than maybe they had originally anticipated, and are now currently on the beach, late afternoon, early evening, trying to put together a plan. So, finger guns, what happens next?
I was casting Commune with Nature as a ritual.
Okay. So, rather than the voices that you heard in the Feywild when you tried to commune with nature and speak with plants, or when you spoke with the plants outside of the fairy encampment, the land kind of gives out this groan as you open yourself to it. And as you tie your senses to it, this whisper combined with this dull torture. What do you ask?
What happened to you?
This is all we know now. They came to lock him away. They tortured us as his prison.
Lock who away?
The dragon. The one who wanders.
Where is he?
He is within, hidden by the death on the outside. And the whole forest in front of you shifts and groans, and you all hear the creaks of cracking branches before it settles back again and the connection dissipates.
What the fuck is she doing?
Okay, you guys.
What you got, Skadi?
Those plants sound angry.
All I could think was for like, can't you feel its pain? The land is hurting.
I mean, like, it looks...
Yeah, but like, someone did this to lock the dragon away.
Is that what they said?
Yeah. The Wanderer is what they called him.
It's totally Dagalon.
You think it's Dagalon?
It's totally Dagalon. I'm fucking right.
Why are you excited about that? This seems to be
I just
not
like
a good
Dagalon.
situation.
Dagalon might be her dad.
Right? No, I get that, but like, this is some bad stuff here.
Yeah,
Wait, so he's
Silver
just a wanderer
lining.
and he's here?
they locked him away here.
You're a little too
What,
chipper
the
right
plants
now.
locked
but all
him
right.
away?
It didn't specify, but someone locked him away here and destroyed and hurt the land in order to, I don't know.
So I tried to identify the like all this like trash, and it's not like it gives off a magical energy, but it's not. So like it's nothing produced by the land, I don't think, as much as
No, I
like.
think it's a spell on the land.
Can you dispel it?
Not over the whole island.
I mean, can you dispel a little bit of it?
I can try.
Do it.
I'm gonna
I
go.
mean, maybe if you could like dispel a path.
No, I don't think. But I'm gonna go up to a tree. I'm gonna pick a big tree
Okay.
and cast dispel magic on it.
Okay, what level?
What
Does
do I
anything
got
happen when
left?
she steps through it?
You hear the squelching of her feet kind of pulling out of the
That's
Like
gross.
hickory cover.
Mud almost like a.
It looks like ground, but it has this very thin, tarry kind of coat to it. It's not like just sploshing through semi-liquid. It's all solid, but it has this drapery of this sort of gross, gooey substance.
Does it look like it's trying to attach itself to her or like climb up her at all?
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
I'm at 5th level. I'm going to cast. I forgot I didn't use like any spells in that fight because I was a dolphin the whole time.
Okay.
Just your one spell that you don't have to cast.
That's not a real spell.
So you see Skadi start to conjure and focus this blue orb that grows in size, and as it jumps out in front of her, sort of wrapping itself around a small collection of trees, you see the blue arcane energy dissipate, and in its wake appears to be a normal tree and a green leaf that is sprouted out from it. And Skadi turns around And as she turns around and is looking at all of you, you see the black goo crawl back to fill the void.
Oh, okay.
Well, the ground feels like it was desecrated. Do we have
I don't even know
anything?
what that even means.
Yeah.
Something bad happened to it. Is
Oh.
there a way
Well,
to
I mean-
consecrate it?
What does that mean?
And make it good again?
Oh.
Holy water?
I have some.
I just wasn't
Do
sure
we
if anybody.
have holy water?
I have holy water.
Splash some.
Well, I think it takes more than just the water. I think it
Well,
would be
I don't
like,
have very much of it, and it requires a great deal of materials and time.
They just
to-
have a shitload of that at churches, right? Like,
Right, but they just spend all day doing that.
yeah, but like if we could get to another church, it doesn't help us now, but in
No.
the future, next time I go to a church,
I
I'll
can
just
make
get
it
bunch
in
of
a
holy
pinch.
water.
I'd rather not become our assembly line for holy water for the entire island,
because this
because
land-
that won't work.
It hurts to be here.
Hurts you?
Yeah, like this land is hurting and it's hurting.
Let's leave.
Out.
Okay. It was worth a shot.
Does it look like any of the trees would be accepting if if we try to travel through them?
No.
Shit.
I mean, like, I don't want to travel through with all that goop on it.
Okay, right. Well, so the thing here is like we just bypass all this, and maybe there's someone still here that is creating this.
Or some continuous spell that they've placed on it. I mean, this is a magic far beyond what I'm capable of doing.
Yeah. All right. I mean,
Perhaps-
who's got the tiger's eye?
Wasn't that the thing that I used to see?
Yeah, the
No, that was the gem
bugs.
obscene.
Oh.
Well, I mean, like, I also have the tiger's eye. What do you want?
Just,
Here.
I want to just throw it up and see.
How
see
high?
It goes up a mile.
Up to a mile, yep.
I want to do it. I want to keep going as far as I can with it until it maybe like hits some clouds and loses.
Aberrations were within 2.
Well, you're able to raise it up, and as you do, you see the canopy of the forest continues to display this milky black hue that has small splashes of this dark red and dark purple and dark blue kind of casually mixed through this muddled sort of Tim Burton-esque type of landscape. And as you're continuing to travel upward, you almost get a little bit of a picture of the island from the side that you're on, the semicircle that allows you to be taken in from this vantage point. And right on the edge, what would be the southern edge of your perspective, you actually see a small dot. Appears to be green. It looks like forest. It is the eye of whatever cyclone this might be. It appears to be normal forest, but other than that, you're not able to pick up anything specific.
I can talk while the tiger's eye is up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I can't. I'm using my vision through there.
Correct, yes.
Skadi,
Yeah.
There's a patch towards the southern side that has green.
Well, let's go there. I mean, that's probably where he is.
Yeah, sure.
Also, I'm in pain. The earth is hurting.
All right.
Well, let's continue on and try to fix that. I mean, we can't. What do you want to do about it, I guess?
Well, I mean, we're here. We're not just gonna leave, and we're here for a purpose. So, like,
Yeah, but you said it yourself that.
Can I see us? I basically want to try to like figure out that because I'm not an outlander, so like I want to try to like see if I can see my arm pointing towards where it is.
I mean, at a mile away, really, you're kind of just getting silhouetted perspective, but even that you can pick up general direction. You know where you are standing, and you can see the shore as part of your thing, and you recognize fully directionally it's inland for sure.
Okay. So then I'll just like give that information. You guys are much better with like traveling and finding a way than I am.
yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
I mean, we're here for this, right?
Does
Like,
prestidigitation do anything? Oh, this is gonna be so gross.
I mean, we're here for this.
Yeah.
Like,
But what do we do? We're spent. Yeah? You're spent?
I mean,
You've been a dolphin.
I am a little less trusting of this place than you appear to be, and I just want to make sure that you're going into this with a clear mind that you don't know if this is your father.
Right.
And you don't know that you're going to get the answers that you want here.
Right. But
I want us to be cautious, you know, because I know islands.
Yeah. No, and I completely agree with you as far as it being Hera's father goes, but we also know if this is Dagalon, which we believe it is, he had a major role in what our parents had to deal with before.
No guarantee that he wants to be a part of that anymore.
There is no guarantee.
I'm just saying not only, you know, caution towards him, but also caution while we're here in general. We have no idea. So I just want to say that.
okay.
Caution, please.
Which is why I was gonna say, instead of just going towards this green spot, mansion it up.
That's
Rest.
fine.
And Skidi, I'm with you. If there's something we can do here to save this land, I'm all for it. But let's be smart about this one. Let's not do our normal thing.
We always start off with being smart and then just kind of.
That's true.
Finger
but
guns it up.
We've been getting closer and closer to death as of late. So.
Yep.
One of these times
I feel
we're not
like
gonna.
we're always close to death, but I hear what you're saying.
One of these times we're not going to be so lucky. Just food for thought.
I'm going to grasp my necklace when he says that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look around, not expecting to see anything, but seeing if maybe Letus is just like chilling next to a tree or something.
Doesn't appear to be around. It's just you guys. It's very still, sort of beach. But you're noticing the wind, even from your trip here, is picking up a little bit, it seems.
When I did the tiger's eye, did I see any creatures flying around?
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Nice.
That's okay.
Pretty bad.
21.
Pretty good for disadvantage.
21. You are able to identify some forms. Not flying necessarily, but big enough to be seen from that altitude somewhere inland in the tree brush. There's kind of darting through, you'll catch a glimmer of a sick purple type of skin.
There's creatures and shit in here in these woods.
I know, I told you there was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. But
I
you
saw
said
some
they could be
insects and
small.
like things that
No,
were
no, this thing is big.
like how big is big?
Big and big enough where I'm looking at it from as far as the tiger's eye is up, and I can see a thing moving around.
What's it in comparison to the size that you saw us at compared to its size?
I could barely see us, and I knew exactly where to look.
Okay. So this thing is probably large. Okay.
Yeah, and it's purple.
Okay,
Like,
I would.
Yeah, but like less cool. purple.
I'm inclined to
I mean, I'm
want to
mostly also
explore
gray.
just a little bit, but I also think that's super dangerous considering where I'm at right now.
I mean, it's going to be dangerous no matter what. It's either going to be dangerous and not
Let's
dangerous.
rest.
But I would rather have us all be at full capacity, ready to go.
I want to clean off this salt water that is in my hair, clean my armor, because that is also stinking like salt water, which is the worst.
Do me, bro. Clean me.
Like a baby?
I mean, like I wanted to
Can't
do
Ragnar
a
clean
bath, but like prestidigitation.
Thanks.
My highlights getting messed up by the salt water at all?
Now that you've been in super deep and swimming through the water rather than being in it temporarily,
I never went in.
I thought you
Nope.
knocked. Oh, that's right. No, because yeah. So yeah, you've definitely
It's my first time in
lost,
water.
lost a little bit.
Other than the pool.
Yeah. Now it's just matted and gross, but it still looks
It's like it
purposefully
was like
fancy.
Duke blue before. Now it's like North Carolina blue.
A little bit. Also,
That is a
Duke
color.
blue.
Yeah. I mean,
Yep, them patients.
oh yeah.
All right. I'm going to cast a mansion.
Okay. So you all see Sproigins draw the outline of the door in the magnificent mansion. Appears in front of you as per your usual expectations. As you guys are just about to step through, you start to feel these slight drops of rain beginning to fall.
Is it?
Does it feel like normal water?
Seems to.
When's the last time it rained?
It's true.
I'm gonna let the water like come through my hair.
I don't like it. I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Hey, your gauntlets are getting wet. I mean, they just were wet in the water when we swam.
It's
also
true.
when you were a dolphin. But this no,
Naturally.
everything's
Is it
natural
doing
water.
anything to the liquid? It's the goo. Is there any different? Like, is it just?
It's kind of like you'll see raindrops hit a patch of this
Is it like
liquid.
mixing in, or is it just
And it's
running
like-
off?
And it's more running off. It's not that they're not mixing as much as this is heavier, thicker. It's not mixing. It's hitting it, and the water is continuing to roll in whatever
It's like
direction
that
it's
rain
going.
shield you get at the
Yeah.
nice, yeah. Okay.
Yep. But like one you can't
It's
see.
like the
Yeah.
Docker's liquid-proof pants.
That is, yeah.
All right, so
Good to
we'll
know.
do the mansion. There's nothing. Sorry. There's nothing special that I want to do outside of. I want to use a 8th level spell to put a disintegrate charge into my loot,
Okay.
because that's what I've got open.
Sure.
And then just before bed, I'm going to do legend lore on Padir Fairthurn.
Okay.
And I don't have a whole lot of information, so I'm just hoping to get a little more. Just so before I do it, is there any information that I'm missing? So the member of the Guardians of the Line, turned by the Circle of Fire and cursed with the gift of eternal life.
I don't know if it was the circle of. Was it the circle of fire or was it just Vesero?
That's why I'm bringing it up. Would we know? I mean, it's in your. I think it's the first age.
Just shoot from the hip.
Yeah, but shooting from the hip on a legend lore is either the shit doesn't really work or it works better.
Get one shot a night.
Yeah, but it's $250 worth of stupid flowers.
Never mind. That's a lot of ching chang.
Though Padir could still die, he would come back to life a stranger to himself. And Padir's sister Advara was also gifted with eternal life.
Yep. And is
I guess maybe that might not
princess of the Shadowfell.
be. She is the princess of the Shadowfell. But that, I mean, I don't know if that will help, but I don't know if it'll hurt.
All right. So what are you bringing to this legend lore?
Can you guys confirm nor deny the circle
Sounds
fire?
right.
It sounds right. I brought it home to type it
All right,
up
well,
again.
fuck it.
so-
Okay, so legend lore on Padir Fairthurn, of the First Age,
Okay.
member of the Guardians of the Line, turned by the Circle of Fire and cursed with the gift of eternal life. And even though he could still die, he would come back to life a stranger to himself. He also has a sister, Advara, who was a princess of the Shadowfell and was also gifted with eternal life.
Okay.
Whoa. That one of them sneaky sheets that's been there for months and months? Wow, that's a lot of text.
I'll let you work through that. Is anyone else doing anything for their rest?
What time is it again?
It is probably now getting close to 6 o'clock-ish as you guys are moving through. The sky has gotten dark. You're starting to hear sort of a change, a shift in the din of the forest and woodland to a different type of creature, general ambiance sort of noise that you're sensing and getting the sense that you're drifting well into evening.
Okay. What time are we planning on starting in the morning?
Are you inside?
For now, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you were inside because I was like, fuck this rain, I'm inside.
All right, well, we're presuming then that everybody eventually makes their way inside there, so.
I just assume whenever day breaks. I mean, I don't want to go into that in the darkness.
Okay. I'm going to then immediately head upstairs drop Is off in his room, and immediately go to bed, planning on waking up well before the rest of the group.
Okay. Noted.
I'm going straight in and taking a really nice bath with things that smell real good, and then I'm gonna scrub down all of my armor and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to go up to Letus's room.
Okay. You
I
find
wanna-
it largely unchanged still.
I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna sleep there tonight.
Okay.
Just gonna go to my room and go to sleep.
All right. Walker, are you doing anything?
Yeah, we can say I did it when she was in the tub. I'm gonna go talk to Hara.
Okay.
Okay. She's just in the tub.
Yeah. Well, it's like the bathroom, right?
It's- Yeah,
the-
it's like the bathhouse room.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's where you have conversations.
Yeah. So I'll take a bath as well.
Okay.
In the same one.
Don't make it weird.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Hara,
Walker.
I don't want you to feel like I'm against you here. I'm just. We've just been through so much, and none of it's been good. So I just, as much as what you do with your raven person and all of that stuff, I don't necessarily understand it or agree with it. You, via this group, have become a very close person to me, and I just want to make sure you're guarded for whatever comes.
I appreciate that.
And I just, in my own way, I care about all of you in ways I don't even understand, because I have glimpses of what it means to be attached to people, and I live it through all of this group, and I just prepare yourself.
Okay. Thank you. I mean, like, I'm glad that you're part of Finger Guns. And
What?
I'm glad you're a part of our party.
Finger guns?
Finger Guns?
That's not been a thing. I mean, you guys have said it occasionally, but I don't. Okay,
Oh,
it's
sweet summer child.
it must just be.
Our party's name is Finger Guns, which is this. So you make your fingers into like little pointy things,
Yeah.
and it's like boop, boop, boop,
Let it be
boop.
known, nobody knows what a gun is.
It's this shape,
Okay.
and then you just go ta 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 ta, ta.
And so
And it's like a.
Okay, I've always thought it
And
was so
then-
weird that you guys walk up to people and you're like, "Hey, we're Finger Guns," and you do the thing, and it's just like,
It's just like
what?
a
That
group
doesn't make any
name that's
sense,
sort of
but-
stuck.
Okay.
They like asked us
Okay,
what our
good to
name
know.
was, and it
Good
was
to
like,
know. Thank you.
yeah.
It always gets
But,
so
like-
weird around here.
Anyways, I don't really expect anything. I do think it's Dagalon who's here, and I've got this weird hope that he would be my dad, just because with how everything ties together, it seems kind of like all of the fates are pulling into one direction.
And
But my family has always been garbage. So it's kind of like a puzzle piece that I want confirmed. I would be afraid to actually hope that anything truly good would come out of it. It's like, I really kind of want it to, but I don't know what this is, other than my time with Reese and the other druids, like, I mean, like, years are a little bit different between the planes. Anyways, my time in the Hells was, like, really long, even though I was really young, and I don't know, it's all confusing. Anyways, I like this family, and it kind of helps show what a healthier relationship should be, and I have this idea of what that could be like with like an actual blood relative, but I'm trying not to get my hopes up, and like anything, I won't trust it until it proves itself. It's just nice to hope.
And I think that's not necessarily a bad thing, because the group really hasn't had a ton of hope since Letus. And
Yeah.
I think as close as this group has been, that was losing a family member.
He was like a baby brother.
As you two are sitting there and talking, going through the process of your back and forth, Hara, you hear from the other end of the room, I think it's just fine the way things worked out. And you turn and you see Letus scrubbing up. Our next adventure is right around the corner, is it not? And you kind of look back at Walker in this shocked moment of disbelief and find he's not there. The bath is empty.
Let me get some of that blue out, right? Like,
Okay, all right,
okay.
yeah, we can do this. All right.
Scrub, 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 scrub,
And
scrub, scrub.
then
Glance. Scrub, 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 scrub,
I'm
scrub.
good. So we will bathe together, and then
Well-
I'll go to bed.
Okay.
I can, whatever.
You guys are like the cutest sisters.
I didn't hear that.
Okay. Are you guys doing anything else before bed?
No,
No.
I'm mentally preparing for the worst possible day one could ever have.
Okay.
I was planning on
And
waking
back
up
on an
again
island.
after not even a full night's rest.
So you're not going to take a long rest.
I'm gonna take it like 4 hours, 5 hours.
Okay. That does not give you the benefits of a long rest.
I know.
Okay. So how long are you going to rest?
So I would say I'd like to wake up around 1 a.m.
How long are you going to sleep?
Well, if we went to bed at 6,
Mm-hmm.
that's
I mean,
six.
that's
I mean,
almost-
that's 7 hours.
It's
Okay.
almost a full rest.
Yeah. All right. So you want to take 7 hours, but not a full
Now I'll
rest?
take the 8, but I went to bed right at 6. Like I fell asleep right away.
Understood. So, Walker, because you only require 4 hours of meditation,
Yep.
and you definitely cannot wake up before that because he has half the time you do.
Right.
In
That's
any
fine.
case, you are going through the process of trying to get your head around what is to come. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, yeah, make it.
Did I get a long rest in?
Yes.
I'm not gonna use it.
Nice. Yeah, fuck that, right? Roll a 1 on your religion and see what's crack-a-lackin'.
It's gonna be a 14.
14. By the soul within you, you feel yourself pulled to your feet. You find yourself drawn out of your room, pulled by this mysterious feeling that floats around your head. You make your way slowly down the steps. You open the door to the mansion.
Punk ass is always leaving.
I'm not sure which way.
You open the door, and there you see a pale-skinned, nearly white female. Elven, eyes completely black, contrasting against the darkness of the night.
Oh, she sounds fine.
Am I like entranced, or am I like there? I just can't do anything about
You're
it.
there.
Okay.
You're completely there, but you feel compelled.
Okay.
She just kind of looks at you. She has these white plated armor slats that roll down her arm into these small plume of feathers right at the middle of her forearm.
Should have chose to save.
And then behind her, she has what appear to be two massive bones that you can barely see sticking up over either shoulder. Not seemingly attached, decorative, part of the armor.
Okay, that's
She has this very sort of 80s steampunk sort of swept hair that is also long, straight, and very flowingly beautiful as you see it disappear behind her shoulders. She just kind of looks at you. Come. We've been waiting.
Do I get a sense of familiarity with this individual?
Yes,
Okay.
this now you recognize as the same person who would invade your mind before after meditation.
Okay.
She begins to walk and you follow her slowly. She seems casual. She seems to leave no footprints. She brushes the leaves aside to move through the foliage and it stays. And you find yourself having to kind of force the way open again to keep up with her. Even though she's moving casually, it seems as if the forest is moving out of her way as she moves through.
Well, are we in forest?
You are in forest, yes.
Don't get hindered.
Sure, and that is why you're able to stay and keep pace with this.
Can I, like, do I have sense of like my mind where I can be like looking around as we're going kind of thing, or is it like
you're fixated on
okay.
her. You find yourself wanting to ask questions but can't speak. You find yourself wanting to take in the surroundings, to look for danger, to look for signs of where you might be going, and it's
Okay.
difficult for you to draw yourself from this moment. She continues to lead you through as the boughs dip out of her way, fold back for you to fight through them again. And as you start to get a sense that you're reaching something, you're moving towards something, something is coming. Where have you been?
Can I speak?
Yeah.
Am I like still tranced and I can speak, or am I like snapped out of it now?
You feel like you are Walker. You can respond as Walker would
Okay.
respond.
Who are you?
She looks at you with just extreme pain. I never thought you would become so lost.
I don't know what's going on.
She kind of seems to get angry and you see her fists clench. And you find yourself snapped into her moment again. Come with me. And she extends her hand out, and you find your hand sort of reaching out to touch hers. And in that moment, an icy chill jumps up the entirety of your arm, and it feels both painful but refreshing. And you continue to walk as she sort of gently holds your hand behind her. Now, as you move, the boughs of the forest continue to extend and swallow both of you as you move through them in this invisible orb of force pushing through these branches. And eventually you arrive at this small rock. It has a number of runic symbols on it. Can you read this?
Should have chosen to save. I don't know. Can I read it?
You can't.
Elvish, abyssal, undercommon, common, infernal goblin. Okay. What does it look like? Like, is it like...
It's hash marks with a lot of...
Like, is it crude? Is it
appears,
intricate?
No, it appears intricate. They are characters, for sure. You identify this as some form of structured communication. You just don't understand what it's saying to you. I am in such pain without you.
Am I me again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're gonna have to explain to me what is going on here. I've seen you before, but I have no idea who I am, who you are. what our connection is? I don't know what draws me to you.
You need to come home.
Where's home?
She pulls out a dagger. And you see her just angrily dig into her hand. And you just see this thick, rich red blood run down the white of her skin. You see her place it to the rock. And as she does, the blood runs down, and running across these runes, they begin to light up this neon arcane purple. And you see this purple extend and begin to wrap around her form, crawls up her body as she's hunched over with her hand on this rock. And right before it sort of consumes her face, she looks at you and, "I'll see you soon, brother." And the arcane energy disappears, and the form is no longer there. You find your senses return, and as the force now collapses kind of on you, you feel the branches not just touching you, but like grabbing onto you. And you almost feel yourself kind of fighting, and that's when you snap out of it and see some of your traveling clothes fell on you and had run across your forearm, and you're still in the mansion in the same pose that you meditate in.
Immediately I'm going to jump up and run up to the door to see what's going on. You see if the door is open or anything like that. Like it just...
You run downstairs, the door appears closed. It's nighttime, you see the rain still falling, and doesn't appear to be anyone out there.
Still got a ways before everyone's getting up, right?
Well,
I only need
Sproigins only
6
requires
hours.
6 now, yep.
Fun.
Well, I don't know how long it's been, but I need Sproigins. So I'm running up to Sproigins.
All right. Well, we'll say between the time it took for you to meditate, however long you may have been involved with whatever the circumstances is, your recovery from it and pursuit of investigation thereafter, especially since you went right to bed afterwards, you hear a rapping on your door right as you're coming to.
I don't even know if I'm going to knock. I'm just going to go in, if possible.
Walk!
Sproigins! Sproigins!
Come in!
I need your help.
Fuck! I'm not even decent.
I'm sorry, but this is an emergency.
Psych, I'm decent.
Okay.
What?
The lady that wanted me to kill all of you and
What, are you gonna kill?
no, I don't think so.
But I will
that's
kill
why
you,
I'm coming.
trust
That's
me,
why
I'm much more powerful than you. That's not true. I can't lie to your eyes.
Insight check. To this point, I've been able to control her attempts to invade me.
Okay.
Like
take over you?
I think I just lost that battle.
What do you mean? What happened?
I don't. So I can't tell if it was.
Is she in there right now?
I can't tell if it was things in my brain or if like it actually happened in real life. I need you to figure out what's going on with me.
Okay.
Because it's magical stuff.
Magic forest stuff.
She said she was my sister.
You stupid son of a bitch! You know who you are.
No.
Padir Fairthorn, you idiot. The name that we've been calling you?
Yeah.
It kind of feels like that might be true.
Okay. Well,
Hey, guess
that
what?
doesn't. Okay. What?
Go get Regnon and have him make you a breakfast burrito, because I'm going to tell you a few things about Padir Fairthorn.
Okay. I trust you.
Of course you do.
I'll go down to the breakfast room waiting for everyone.
Okay.
I will just get more decent and just put my regular ass clothes on.
Okay.
And then go down
All right, you come down to find Regnon wrapping and folding, tuck, tuck, fold. And there's a small assembly line of burritos getting worked on.
Ragnar, now that I'm awake, can you bring just like a shitload of chickens up to Issa's room? Oh shit, my mom got rid of all the meat.
No.
Right?
No.
What? You need a gold now? I don't know what that means. I'm gonna use the necklace for here if he can think of anything. Because I've never
dial
tried
and
it.
tune in. Donkey, 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 donkey,
Oh
donkey.
shit, somebody's fucking? What?
That's all you hear, just on repeat.
That's the theme of the episode.
Poor guy.
Doinky, doinky, doinky.
Shit, I don't know.
I mean, I am
what that means. Never mind.
kind of jealous of him right now.
Thank you for making the burritos. Okay, Walker. So I decided to...
Wait.
What?
Should we wait for the group?
For what?
I don't know. Stuff about ancient people always seems like it's better if the group's all around.
So then why did you come busting
Because
in my room? Because you needed me to fix you.
I was super scared, and you made it seem like it's not that big of a deal. So
It's not. You're not gonna kill me, right?
I don't believe so.
Is that a yes or no? Like, do you feel? Does your sister feel compelled to have you kill me right now? Ask her.
I will. No, I don't know. I'm not connected with her right now. But here's the deal. I don't even know if what happened last night was real or not. But I have a way to prove if it is.
Okay. How?
I was led to a place.
Oh.
So if that place actually exists on the island, then I know it was real.
Okay, and if it doesn't exist?
This was all for naught, and this was stupid of me, and I would feel super
But
bad.
did it feel real? Like, did the place feel real?
Well, now I'm questioning, because all right. Yes, it felt like the realest thing I've ever felt before. So you know where I have the like visions and I flash back and like no, it didn't feel like that. It felt like us getting to the island, like a real thing.
Okay, so what happened?
She called to me.
Okay, she was in your brain.
And then I just walked out the door. I couldn't help myself.
Like you walked out the door?
Yes, I walked out of the mansion.
Oh, and did what?
And she was leading me.
Like
to
she was in the mansion?
Yes. No, she greeted me at the door.
So you just opened the door for her?
I-
How did you know it was her?
I didn't have control.
So like you opened the door and she was just there?
Yeah, and it was like, hi.
You greeted her like that?
No, I didn't. I wasn't able to say anything at all. I was like, but it was like I couldn't. The mind was there, and I was like, oh fuck, this is bad. But like I walked up to the door like, like that.
Okay.
Like we were chums. Like you and me are chums.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if I were to greet you at the door without saying anything, what would you think?
I would close the door because you're being
Okay,
weird.
that's a bad example. Here's the deal. That thing felt real. Okay? And then
Okay, I believe you.
She led me through the jungle.
Okay.
There was no issues there because I'm awesome at terrain and
Jungle
stuff.
stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she had an even easier time, wasn't leaving any tracks. Don't know if she was actually there.
Okay. But it felt like she was.
Right. And then a couple of times she allowed me to talk.
Okay.
And I told her, I don't know what's going on. Should the rest of the group be here?
I need you to settle the fuck down.
Okay.
Do you believe that Hara is seeing Letus?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, she told us.
Well,
I point up to her room.
No, I only told you.
Yeah.
Shit, she only told me that.
I-
Doesn't matter. Not a thing.
Well,
Not a thing.
do you mean the new magics I have?
This is not about
It's
her.
it's the new
This is
magics
about
I
you.
have. Because
Okay.
I can create Letus now. It's not like I create
Oh.
I just kind of channel.
Oh, so that's what it was.
Yeah,
She
so,
saw that.
yeah.
Okay, so let's get back
No,
to
that's
your
not a
sister.
big deal,
Okay,
yeah.
so she led you through the forest.
Yes. And then we got to this stone alter. Although before that I pissed her off because I said I didn't know who she was, and she seemed really offended by that.
I mean, if she's your sister,
Well, she didn't say that until after.
what did
so
she
it's
call
like-
you? Did she call you Padir?
No, she didn't say my name at all. She's the only thing that she said, which was information to me, was brother. She called me her brother, and she said I needed to come home. This is.
You know where home is?
I have an idea.
I'll give you one guess. Nailed it. You know exactly where home is.
Okay.
Which is where? I need you to actually tell me.
Is it the Shadowfell?
It's absolutely the Shadowfell.
I don't think I.
So here's
go
the
there.
thing is, so Padir died. We know that.
Should we wait for the group? Okay, we'll just.
Oh my God! Just put the burrito in your face and let me talk at you. Okay, so I did some magic research last night on Padir.
There's no meat in here.
Do you want meat in there? It's
I mean, it's. Is it a burrito?
Regnon sausage. Fuck!
It's Regnon horse.
Horse meat.
Give me a horse meat.
Okay. Shit, all we have is fucking horse? How does that...
You need to get your house in order. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, just eat your burrito. Okay, so look. So, Padir and his sister, Advara or Advera, I don't know. I don't want to ask her because I don't want to see her. It's Advara or Advera.
Okay.
Prince and princess of the Shadowfell, but it was called the Gloryfell. You're so
It's been one of those episodes. Okay.
You're so gross.
All right.
He needs a meta break. Just
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, a meta cleansing.
Yeah.
Just get some coffee beans to cleanse your palate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you?
Prince and princess.
Wait. How do you know any of this?
Because I did magic research on it last night.
I knew coming to you was the right. All right.
Well, also, you know I'm awake before everybody else, and I'm
That's true.
I'm
We're-
the most
we're-
trustworthy person in the entire house.
We're early
Obviously,
bird
you can
buddies.
come to me.
Early bird buddies.
Yeah, we're bros. So, Prince and Princess of the Gloryfell, which I believe is now known as the Shadowfell.
Okay.
So, turns out Padir was given the crown and became king.
Okay. And we're set on that. That was me.
It sure as fuck seems like
Okay.
it. Does it not?
Yeah. No, I don't know what to do about any of this anymore. So
I think
I'll
unless
just
we
go
have
with
someone
it.
that says, "Hey, you're Padir. This is what
I
we
mean,
have."
that would be pretty definitive.
It just seems too convenient, or too much
Okay.
of a coincidence for just some lady to call you brother. Eldon.
Okay. Did it say anything about her?
Yeah. So she got stabbed by a demon. So you guys were fighting a shitload of dirty demons. Like, just tearing them up, destroying them.
Okay.
And she gets shanked by one of them. Demon lunges at her with a dagger, shanks her up good. To save her life, you woke me up out of a slumber. I'm trying to loosely remember these things, okay?
Okay.
She gets shanked. She's dying. I would have to double check my memory. I don't know if Padir sacrificed himself to save her.
Well, why
or
don't you
if
double check your memory
Okay,
right
listen.
now?
Hey, put the burrito in your face. Let me tell you what I'm learning.
We'll say as you are perhaps maybe cataloging and organizing your thoughts, you would be waking up at this point in time.
Okay, I'm gonna head over to Is's room quick and just kind of open the door.
Okay. He is laid up, kind of sprawled out. At this point, he has what appear to be a number of chicken carcasses kind of sprawled near his face with a small pile of whole cooked chickens kind of near where his legs are at the moment in this nice little pyramid that it seems the Regnon's put together, and he's currently mid-slumber, it would seem still.
Okay, I'm going to toss the fish meat that I bought in there since I probably won't be back when he wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's fish.
Right. Gonna toss that in there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to quick pull out a piece of paper and write a note and it's just gonna say, check on Is when you wake up, please. I'm gonna slide it under Hara's door,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go downstairs. Do I
Okay.
hear them?
You walk down to find Sproigins just, and Walker's sort of burrito in mouth, just staring at him.
Yeah. So, Advara, she gets stabbed, she's dying. Padir makes a pact with, I think, the Circle of Fire. Huge guy I couldn't see, makes a pact to save his sister. She is everlasting life, Padir is not, but dies and comes back as a stranger. Does that sound familiar to you?
I think we've hit some of this before.
Yeah.
How
Padir.
how is she so powerful?
Fuck if I know. I mean, I could do magic research on her. Did she have a staff? That was like a thing I saw in my vision. She had a staff when they were like just wiping out demons.
She had the only like thing I saw was she had this crazy like kind of death armor.
Oh, that sounds fucking cool.
I'm gonna write that down.
Death
Death armor.
What?
But,
oh,
she-
shit. Hi.
Oh, hey, Skadi.
What's up? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah.
This island's killing us.
Yeah.
We need to go.
Sarah, what the fuck is going
So, well, I'm kind of glad you guys are up. I'll be.
Christ.
I'm gonna grab a burrito because I assume Ragnar made more than
Yeah,
Talk to
one.
and
Sproigins.
obviously food is already there, so you
Make sure. Ragnar, does that got the meat in it? Okay. Yeah. Go
No.
ahead. Go ahead.
No
No. Go ahead and eat it.
Okay.
She doesn't need. No, don't throw.
Go pick that up.
Whoa, that's the Walker
Okay.
Ragnar too.
I'm sorry, but it's the only meat we have.
So I'm gonna eat the burrito, and I'm like, I'll be
I'm sorry, Ragnar.
I'll be right outside, and I'm gonna turn around and walk.
Whoa, stop! You're gonna be right
Yeah.
outside what?
He's good at solving problems.
Yeah, I think I have a solution. So the earth hurts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and help it.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll be right outside.
Wait, you're gonna go outside right now? Don't do that.
No.
That's
no.
not smart.
Yeah, there's other things going on.
His sister. So his sister came and visit. Do you want to? Yeah, eat your burrito. So his shit. This is fucking spicy, Ragnar. Jesus. Shit. Thank you. You guys are. I just think there was a lot of pepper in one spot. Is this paprika? Fuck, it's so dry. So Walker was meditating. His sister came to him again. Well, the woman came to him. Led him outside
Yeah.
into the forest.
Sure.
She had death armor.
Well, yeah,
She
everything's
called-
dead out there.
So chewy.
She called him brother, and then what? And then she disappeared?
No, she stabbed herself.
And then she killed herself in the forest. That's not possible.
No. Okay.
What do you... Oh, shit! Did she stab herself in the side where the demon got her?
She just like.
They just cut her.
Yeah, she would. No,
Oh.
I
What
don't.
do you mean she stabbed herself?
She like, and then like, the thing that I told you I can prove that all this was real if
Yeah.
I can prove it. So she smeared it on this like this stone thing that had writing on it, and then it just like didn't blow up. It like just it like illuminated, and it was just this glow, and she
It was
just was like,
you called
"I'll
it a-
see you soon," and then like just.
That sounds devilishly ominous.
Okay, well, you guys, there's an even easier way
Okay,
to find out
so
if
here's
this
the deal.
What?
Okay. Don't go out there.
Well, I'm gonna just
so
walk away
glad
and crack
Hara
the
is
door.
not here for any of this.
I'm just gonna go over and crack the door, and I want to see if I can see footprints.
Okay, sure. Roll a perception check or
Okay.
survival check.
I want to pop my head above hers. What are you looking for?
Doing like the foreheads in a doorway
Yeah.
thing right now.
No, I'm not. I'm like shying away from the door right
24.
now.
24. You do see a set of footprints that seem to go out the door towards the beach. They curve gently and seem to head towards the forest line.
Did you walk to the beach?
So here's the deal.
Well-
I don't know. Are those I'm not going over there.
Can't make me do it.
I don't know.
You don't know where you walked.
So here's the deal. When all of that took place, right? She disappeared, and all of a sudden, I wake up in the mansion.
Right.
So was it a dream?
Well, no, I mean, there are footsteps outside
That
the door.
doesn't mean they're mine. I'm not going to.
Hold on.
We'll wait till the
Just
entire group is awake.
Stop it. We walked here into the mansion. Are they our footsteps?
Yeah, probably. Probably.
I'm not going over there.
From the beach.
Thank God Hara's not here. That would have been the first question she would have asked. Shit.
So, that didn't happen.
Well, hang on. As you guys are going through this, Walker is 4 burritos in, not even
even know what I'm
one
eating.
with how tough this meat is.
Yeah, well, the first one went down easy. The rest of them are a little chewy, so you're burning the carbs while you're taking them in. But
It's really healthy.
you wake up. Wake up!
Fuck the silence.
We have to go.
Why?
We have many things to do today. We've talked about this. Hara, are you well?
Yeah, I'm good. Just remind me.
I'm always running late. I didn't want to sleep in front of my desk anyway. Would you come on?
Okay.
And you see Letus kind of throwing his armor on, opening the door. I'll be with them downstairs. Just hurry.
Okay.
And he shuts the door behind him and you hear footsteps.
You
I
hear-
get dressed super quickly.
You hear me yelling, "There are footprints!"
I couldn't even be faster. Open the door.
We're all complete idiots. They're ours.
You come down, you see them all in this dispersed conversation.
Yeah. Hey, good morning. Have a burrito.
Good morning.
So it turns out
Hara, it's time to leave.
the Walker
Thank
doesn't want to
you.
leave because he's probably Padir and his sister came and let him into the forest, called them brothers. She had death armor on.
What?
Very abridged.
I mean, like, we knew he was Padir, I thought.
Okay.
We don't know. I mean, we still don't know. So he had a vision.
I'm actually like taking comfort in the fact that I might be Padir, because otherwise this is not good.
He had a vision. I used the incense to do the magical research on Padir. Turns out, the whole time, maybe the small coincidence, Padir, Advara, prince, princess. Padir became king of the Gloryfell, which may be the Shadowfell now. Advara, stabbed, dying.
He stabbed his sister?
Nope, she gets stabbed by a demon. He makes a pact to save her life, fucks his life over, sees him in the vision.
What does the demon look like?
Just a shitload of trash, like gross, ugly demons. In my vision, did they look like any of the demons that we would have
That's
already
similar physiology, but they're not the same.
Like Hell's Plane demons. What?
Continue. It's fine, I'm only a half demon.
We've already fought some of these fucking ugly things, right? Like, she don't give a shit. Hera's not ugly, she's ballin' ass, like, cool demon, like, death monster.
Yes, and you're very clean too. So
Yeah, super clean.
You're very clean.
damn.
Super, super clean.
It's like when you would like, T, I don't
Letus
trust you.
is
Like,
sort of just shoulder to shoulder with you watching all of this.
No, that's not that. Hera knows exactly what I'm saying when I say it. There's a lot of information that I had to dump on you guys.
I feel like we should have someone else maybe
I
orchestrate
think
the information.
we
He's still
need
very erratic.
to go to the spot. I think there's something there with
So you want to go out there now?
I don't know, because it could also be the
I
thing
do.
that takes me to her, and I don't want to go to
Okay,
her.
turns out we're looking for an altar. His sister led him into the woods.
And it's got all kinds of crazy writing on it. I couldn't understand any of it.
What do you mean writing?
I don't want. It's got writing on it. like words,
But you don't know what
markings, and it was intricate. Like it was placed there. It's a language. I'm sure of it.
Can you draw it? Do you remember enough to draw it?
Hash mark, hash mark, hash mark.
Like chicken
Did
scratches?
he draw a character?
I mean, not anything you'd recognize.
None of us? Okay.
To say whether or not it is or isn't the language in question.
I want to hold it and like turn it towards. Is Lita still there? Turn it towards Litas.
What are you doing?
Just looking at it from a different side.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think you're trying to
It's-
show it to
I don't think
Ragnar.
it's 3D,
Ragnar's
but-
never going to be able to tell you what any of that is.
Can't say. I've never seen something quite like that before. It looks kind of old.
Looks old.
What do you mean it looks old? He just drew it.
It's,
I mean, like-
it's pretty fresh.
Okay. Like an old language.
Does it look like chicken scratches? Like 1, 2, 3, 4 with one across? Like someone was in
I mean,
prison?
it's a frazzled and hurried Walker
I did my
illustration.
best given the situation.
I mean, it looks like it could be a thing, but none of you recognize it as a character.
Well,
Okay.
maybe you said there was something about footprints.
So he left in his vision. He left the mansion, but when he came to, he was still in the mansion in his room, coming out of his meditation. Skadi opened the door and noticed footprints leading to the beach. Because I thought of it probably are footprints.
Probably, but we didn't leave the
Okay.
mansion. We only
Okay.
got into
Yeah, but we
it.
came to. Were the footprints walking out or walking this way?
Here, can I
Could I tell?
interject? Can I
You
interject?
you
Yeah.
saw a set of footprints that ran the length from sort of the beach, but there was a path that curved and went into the forest.
Well, there were some that went to the forest.
What do you mean they were in the
Whatever. Go ahead, Walker.
Can we just do whatever it is that we need to do here and please leave?
Yeah, you guys won't let me.
Sorry,
What do you
is it
wanna
that
do?
wanna
Well, I just told you to wait for all of us to go outside because it's dangerous out there.
Is it?
I want to
I mean,
go to the door
Earth
and
is
look at the
dying,
footprints
right?
that she's
Yeah, I
talking
want to
about.
help it.
I know, but I
Make
want
survival
all
check.
of us to be out.
Make
It's going to be very
Survival.
boring for you guys.
What is?
Do you just sit out there while I'm out there?
What is it that you're going to do out there?
Help heal the land?
24.
Doing what?
You see the same set of footprints?
Would I be able to recognize them as walkers?
Make an intelligence check.
What is it that you want to do with the land?
I want to heal it.
Just straight intelligence?
Well, how?
Yeah.
I
14.
want to
don't
help
know.
the plants grow.
14.
But it's got a
Is
magical.
it like what you did?
They
in
look
Dark
about
Guardian?
that
Yeah.
same size,
Okay.
give or take, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
I hope-
think? Think they're walkers?
I don't know if it'll help
How
or
is
not.
this? Is this going to come with us?
No, he's resting.
About the same size, maybe, could be.
Yeah, I think so too.
What?
I was saying that I think that these actually are, like, they're the same size as Walker's footprints, and they walk to the forest. We didn't walk away from the mansion, we walked into it.
Right.
I never walked to the forest line. Not that I know of.
Right. I think you did.
I'm pretty sure I did too.
Is this the Fae? Are we in the Fae again? What the fuck?
Are we in the Fae inside the Fae?
Faceception?
Faceception. Well, let's get this ball
Oh, boy.
rolling and do what we gotta do. And
Yes, please.
Okay, so you
Then we
don't
leave.
want to bring Is?
No, we're going to go get Is.
Okay.
It's like 3 in the morning. Are we leaving now?
I mean, it seems
well,
like
you
we
need to
have
do something. We can stand outside while you do your stuff.
No, because then it'll be way late. I'm just going to turn around and go upstairs and go get Is.
Okay. Is she gonna go back to sleep?
Just getting this.
I
Oh.
don't ask me questions. I don't know.
Are you okay?
No. No.
Well, I don't.
No. It's not normal to. I mean, I'm not normal, but
Do-
that's especially not normal.
Would you like me to change your memory so none of that happened?
Can you do that?
Yeah.
And it'll only do that part.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I don't want to though.
Okay. Well,
The only I just wanted to know if you trusted me enough to change your entire memory. The only reason why I do not want to do that is
I
because
just said you said the moment, not my entire memory.
yeah, your entire memory of
Wait,
that moment. What?
Can you do it like opposite? Like, can you
Like-
give me more?
Yeah.
Give me all my old memories.
I don't know your old memories. I would have to.
Oh,
know.
you have to.
I could give you. I could try to give you what I saw in my vision of Padir and Advara when I
Okay.
did my magic research.
Can we do that tonight after we get off this island?
Sure.
I just feel like
I have never done it before.
let's not get in a compromised position before we got to go out into what is my biggest fear ever right now, which is this unknown island.
Not the one
Coming
you
from
came
the person that lived on an unknown island.
Okay.
With the Tarrasque?
That place, what? Finger guns. Okay, here's the deal.
Mike is all over this.
Yeah, rein it in.
Here's the deal. Can we please just go do this thing and then get out of here?
Okay.
I don't know what the thing
Yes.
is, but let's go do it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
down. If you want, we came here for this, right? Like we don't know what it is.
Right.
Dagalon may be here. Seems like you've got a thing here. I'm down for it. Whatever helps you, I'm good. Whatever helps you, I'm good. We're gonna
I'm on my way downstairs with
unfuck
this.
the land. I'm here for it.
We'll do it later.
What? No, we'll do it
What
now.
do you mean? You wanted to go out there and sprinkle the land?
It takes
with
a long
good-
time.
Well, how long is a long time?
8 hours.
That's
Oh.
fine. I mean, it'll at least be daybreak. I don't want to go into the forest while it's dark.
No, it'll be like well past daybreak. We'll do it. I'll do
Well, I
it.
know, but it'll be like, it'd still be mid-morning. It's like,
I woke us up already. I mean, he's ready to go.
I think
What do you guys want to do?
Let's go.
we're not going into the forest while it's dark. We are going to stand out here and watch you do your land thing.
Are you okay with?
And I'll
waiting
play with
until
this.
it's-
Oh yeah.
Until it's
Oh yeah.
daytime.
Oh yeah. Can I stay in here?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll stay in here.
Alright.
Okay. So you step outside. As you are out there, the rain and thunder sort of seem to be swirling heavier around the core structure of the island. You go through the process, spend the time, dedicate the arcane energy towards the plants you can sense in your general vicinity in this sort of enclosed bubble as you try to connect with the land. It's only a few hours. You get about halfway through the process, and you're starting to see sprouts fight their way out of the ground, and you see them turn to a molten ash as they tip over and lay flat on the ground.
Okay, so I'm gonna give up.
I mean, that's up to you.
No, I am.
Okay.
You guys, the earth is too broken.
As the sun continues to kind of come up, you're finally sort of illuminated on this island that's still just mired in this shade of gray from the overcast that's above the absolute drab nature of the colors of this forest.
Fuck. What if this is the Shadowfell? Are we in the Shadowfell?
It didn't tell me we
No.
were. I spoke with the land.
Yeah. Did you ask them? Is this the Shadowfell?
It might just be a weak point between this plane and the next.
I mean, what?
I'm gonna reach in my bag and pull out the
The Telcher's divining rod?
yeah.
The tip is glowing.
You guys, I would guess that this is a weak point between us and the Shadowfell.
See,
Or-
you guys need to listen to me more often because I'm fucking smart sometimes. I do a lot of dumb shit, but sometimes.
Where's
it's
it
not
pointing?
rolling around.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So you're inside, correct?
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to come get me.
Well, as you're all kind of just putting these pieces together, you hear just this savage sound of something being decimated. This tortured scream coming from inside the island, and then you hear the noise disappear.
That sounded big as shit.
Did it sound like it died?
It sounded like it was quick and abrupt, but probably very painful.
I'm
You
gonna
just,
talk to
like,
him.
Go to the Shadowfell with his rock, right?
yeah. Are we gonna go eat?
Didn't you already eat the chickens in your room?
Yeah.
What about the fish?
Yep.
Did you like the fish?
Yeah, it's okay.
Chicken's better?
Chicken's better.
Good to know.
Chicken's favorite.
Did you hear that noise?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what you think it might be?
For
I mean, you're not wrong.
yep.
Um,
We go.
we're gonna go in a little bit. Wait for the group, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Keep. I'm gonna like. Do you have
on
any more of
trucking.
that stuff that he plays with, the like ears and the hooves?
What are you gonna give him a toy? He's like
Yeah.
a teenager. He's want a fucking toy.
He wants a Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
Boar
Yeah.
hoof, boar tusk.
Just one. Ooh, the
Alright.
tusk.
Okay.
Here you go, bud.
Yep.
It's the last one.
And he kind of like toys with it on the edge of his mouth and is kind of wandering around on the beach and kind of just looking at stuff down
Stay
the
close,
range.
buddy.
Yeah, he doesn't go far, but
Okay.
he's just kind of looking at stuff.
You guys want me to go walker then?
Yeah.
You gonna start going?
Yeah, just let him know what. Did he hear that noise?
No, he's
Okay.
man, I mean, Walker, I think we're ready to go. Did you hear that big, huge beast get decimated within the forest?
No, but I believe
All
it.
right, well, come on, then. Come on, we're gonna go
Let's
towards
go.
Is this planning on eating it?
He would.
All right.
it. I'm also
I
planning
don't
on
want to
us
go on
eating
this
them.
island whatsoever, but I'm gonna go with him.
So I think, and also the group think this may be. Look at, show him the rock.
We're near a pillar. No,
Oh, I put up my thing,
Your
oh,
my
the
rock,
your
my
shadow
tuning
stone.
fork.
My rock.
As you sort of put it up to it, it doesn't seem to change it. And as you get to the part that's glowing, a very small sort of arc of arcane energy covers the two. And as you pull it away, you draw it down the rod a little bit before it kind of continues to illuminate the end of the rod.
Like one of the magnetic spears where you put your hand on and it.
Yep.
Nice. Well, I mean, like, we knew that there was one in the Shadowfell.
We are fucking
We did.
geniuses.
but we are near the shadow.
I mean,
fellas,
like,
and
we're accidental geniuses.
You guys,
Still
I
the
just-
word genius in there.
I'm not ready for this.
What do you mean?
We're probably at a weak point. Not like
Were
the
you ready
actual
to fight Udic
Shadowfell.
Ball?
We as a group are probably at a weak point.
We're never ready for anything that we end up
No.
getting into.
Is he still around?
Who?
Letus?
Don't see him at the moment.
Okay, let's do what we need to do.
Onward, team!
We
Why do you
can.
always do that when it's time to move?
Yeah, it's just like
You don't
it's,
even
it's
have anything
just
in your
us.
hand.
I have my sword out. I took it out when that noise happened.
Oh, sometimes you don't have anything in your hand though, and you just do it.
I don't know.
Where did you pick that up?
Yeah.
Some
That doesn't feel like a hell thing or a druid thing. Like,
Oh,
Stories.
you know what? It was probably when we were fucking around
Hara,
the
is that
Punisher's
is that like
quarry.
a you thing? Like, is that you?
What
Yeah.
are you guys doing here?
Okay,
I'm going into the forest.
what direction though? Are we going towards the like thing that you went into, or are we
No.
going towards
where do
the
the
green
footsteps
center?
go?
No, let's
following
go
the
find
footsteps.
I'm not
the
going
giant
first.
sorcerer.
I'm not.
Where do you
going
guys want to
first.
go?
I'm heading towards the green spot that he told us about.
Let's go there.
Come on, bud.
Okay. So, you all begin
Pass without a
to
trace.
Nice.
walk through. You're all stealthing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll it.
Okay.
For those sticking around in chat and watching, we're always like this. If this is
Whether that's a
something-
good or a bad
If
thing,
this is
even.
something that you enjoy, stick around because nothing changes the way that we play. I thoroughly enjoy the way that we play.
Even though we talk about
And
it.
if you really enjoy it, you should buy a subscription for a friend that they can renew for
For $1.
One.
38.
Just
I can just skip that. What is?
yeah, 21.
I got a
Plus
15. It's got a 17.
Okay.
Is that close to
Said I
10?
rolled
Yes.
4.
Yeah.
A 34.
Sure.
Yeah, you guys just.
I'll just ask you guys and Is from now on what the
Got it.
roles are. All right.
Well,
So
I might not want it.
fucking Splatoon. You guys are in the ship.
you guys go through, and similarly
I rolled really
to
high.
Walker's description, it seems that the arcane spell is in fact concealing your footsteps. You are moving through in this slippery ichor that would otherwise slow your movement down or make it difficult to stay at a stable pace, combined with Walker's sort of leadership through the forest as he continues to navigate, moves you at a very brisk pace compared to what the island seems like it would offer. And after only about 40 minutes of walking, you all see the blackness of the forest line stop.
Oh.
You look ahead and you see a beigeish, almost cotton-esque sack-like robe on a humanoid figure that has the hood up, standing in front of a large sort of constructed stone altar that on the very right-hand side of it seems to have a very small mock altar also in place, but ornamental, made of fancy metals it seems like, and it's sort of set to the side of that. And on the altar, you see this large, monstrous, purple, mutant-like creature, and you see this figure, and you see him kind of just reaching in, throwing parts out, and you see that there's this purple blood sort of, and you see him just kind of working on this creature.
Necklace.
Nothing.
What's his hands look like?
Make a perception check.
Uh, 32.
32. Even though it's quick, covered in blood, you happen to see and make out, because of the glint of a nail, sort of a three-fingered setup. Appears carnal, animalistic. You're not able to rightly identify it automatically, but thinking about it, focusing on it for a moment, you have seen that before. That looks familiar. And then you see another, just a splotch of guts fall behind him on the ground as he continues to carve into whatever this creature is, and you catch it. It looks like Godo's hand. But Godo's way bigger than that. That's a dragonborn claw.
I
don't
would
even know
also
where the fuck
like
these two are.
to be looking, but I'm focusing on that altar because I want to see if it's the same altar that I saw the night before.
No, what you were led to was a rock. Just a
Oh,
rock
I
in the
thought it
ground.
was an altar with carving on it. Okay.
No, it's a rock with these runes carved into it.
Okay. Well, I'll take a look at the altar.
Okay, sure. Make a perception check.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, well, the big stone one is just the big stone one. If you're trying to get details.
No, it's just like is it like some magical stuff going on right there that he's doing this on this altar, or is it more like
Gotcha.
it's just a platform and he's carving them up kind of
All right,
thing?
go ahead. Roll a perception check.
Regular?
Or make it a survival check, actually.
I want to turn into my father.
Okay,
17.
17. Appears to just be cutting this thing up, going for some kind of field dress, but it's a little more methodical than that, but like he's cutting him open and tearing some stuff out.
Buddy, don't. Hold off. Okay? No.
How far away are
I
we?
wanna.
What's the play?
Probably about you are a good 20 feet from the breach where it looks like normal forest starts. Difficult to see with the rain, but you can definitely tell that there's greenery, and he's probably another 50 or so feet within.
Okay.
What's the play?
I think that's a dragonborn. A white dragonborn, I'm assuming.
Shit.
So it could be him, but I want to see. It's a humanoid that looks
Okay,
we can talk
it
about
later.
I'm gonna try to go around to see if I can see his face, to see if it looks like
How about,
Dagon.
how about this?
Because we don't know, it could just be a.
I can do message to him, have him turn around.
So you can say, tag on, turn
Right.
around.
I can try that. See if he responds and turns around, and then you'd be able to see him.
Okay.
Or this is how my dad looked.
I mean, like, I know it kind of freaked me out. I thought you were
I
Sproigins.
can walk out there as my dad. See if that's a thing.
Okay,
Do
that's-
you want to?
Have him turn around first, because we don't know if this is a bad guy.
Okay.
It could just be a
Maybe
white
he-
dragonborn devil dude, or it could be Dagon. Like,
Okay.
let's have him turn around and get that first before we send somebody out there, because if he's bad, like,
Yeah, then we gotta get in. Then we have to get into some stuff.
or if it's not Dagon, then we need to approach this differently. So just have him turn
As you
around.
guys are talking and looking, you actually see him. And you see the dagger disappear in his hand. You see him put his hood down. This pristine white form on the black backdrop in front of this massive beast carved in blood. The left side of his form soaked in this purple ichor. And all of you, without hearing it with your ears, hear inside your minds, if you come to kill me, let us be done with your attempt and try. And you see the form begin to turn around.
1 horn, 2 horns?
He's got 1 horn.
Okay. I'm gonna turn into me. I'm not gonna be like that. From the bushes, I will cast message because it's 120 feet.
He turns around at
I'm gonna
you.
walk through like this.
Okay.
All right. I would cast it as soon as she started walking. I would
Okay.
hold off on it.
As you are walking forward and you see his form, you instantly see the cotton fibrous sack-like robe disappear and his form becomes surrounded in this regal red, this fiery deep color that has the Lord's Alliance blue with the shields on both sides, and you see his whole form consumed in purple arcane energy like fire drifting off of his body. Come then.
Peace.
Shit.
Peace.
I am gonna turn into my dad.
I'm gonna,
As you begin walking forward,
I
you
want
see.
to cast Sanctuary on her.
Okay.
Well,
As
I'm
you-
saying peace.
As you begin walking forward, you see him also taking slow steps. And you see him sort of drift back for a moment, and the purple arcane withers on his body. And you're about 50 feet away. And he starts walking towards you, the purple sort of drifting and falling off of his form, dissipating onto the ground like smoke clouds of these pink plumes. He continues to move.
Hi. Are you Dagalong?
He gets within about 10 feet. And as you say that, you can see the crimson flecks in these ice blue eyes. Man. Run!
What?
You hear the echoing explosion of dozens of portals opening at the same time, and behind you in the sky behind him, you see demons begin flying through in sizes and quantities you have yet to see in any of your experiences thus far. I will hold them back. And you see the purple flame again rage.
What?
And he turns around, and you see him take off and begin to fly in the air.
That's super cool.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna run up, like.
He's got my eyes, and he knew my
I'm
name.
shooting.
What
I'm
the
shooting.
fuck is
Shooting
We're all
what?
going to
Demons.
die.
Are you
said
just
demons are coming out of
targeting
portals?
any random demon?
Yeah.
Okay, they are probably a good 1,000 feet behind where he is. It's going to be well outside of your
Okay.
range, but you can see like the monkeys of Wizard of Oz flying in towards. There are swarms, and you begin to hear like these trudging,
Run.
galloping footsteps of massive creatures.
Did he open these portals?
No. Falter them in. Let's grab him and plane shift
Let's
out.
go.
Yeah. Where are we going?
Plane ship to where?
I don't know. Okay,
No.
let's get him.
As you're looking back now, you see he is already 150 feet away from you, just casting these spells, and you're seeing it hit, wrap around. These flying creatures get paralyzed, and on the way down, ignite into flames as they are crashing into the forest. And he's just slinging and hurling spells.
What do you have to do with your rock?
Okay.
How's
Are there-
he doing?
I mean,
He's decimating them right now.
well,
How many?
there's
What's the number?
100 at least.
Okay.
There's no way we can.
There's no way we can fight them off. Are there any living, happy trees in this area?
In the central area,
Yes.
there might be some.
Okay.
one that we can go through.
Right.
Nothing that's going to be big enough. This area is healthier, but it's still very much mired by the. There's no tree that's really going to be able to support
Okay,
a
I can
travel via
teleport
plants.
us out, or how do we? Can we get to the Shadowfell using your rock?
Oh,
That's where we need to go,
I
right?
agree, we got to go back to the altar.
What do you guys want to do?
I want to run towards get in, everyone.
Get in what?
Get in.
If we can't get out then.
For get
Where
in to do what?
Where are we going?
I want to grab Dagalon and go.
Go where?
Anywhere.
Okay.
I don't.
You have the span of 6 seconds
I will
before you're
allow-
rolling initiative.
Okay.
I'll allow a Faltar.
I'm going to falter the whole group in,
Okay?
and I'm going to shout, Dagalon!
Oh, he's gone.
He can't hear me.
He's
was 100 feet in
embroiled
front of us.
in literal mid-combat, 150 plus feet away from you at this point. He is flying, he's up in the air, and he is charging on these. You are now having these creatures descend and land near you.
Okay. Hera, what do you want to do?
I thought you faltered me in the necklace.
Not yet.
He said to run. We can't.
What do you want to do?
We need to go
Do-
now.
Falter her.
Before you do, though, and you're seeing these creatures land, one of the big, stronger ones looks familiar. The hulking creature that had jumped into the area where you guys were right as you were sneaking into the necklace. This is your eldest brother, Obix.
And I just see that before I get faltered.
What are you doing?
Dude, so when I was doing my little flat or like my in moment thing, like I got the impression that that rock is where if I was gonna follow her, that's where I needed to go, right?
That seems to be
Because I'm
where
not
what,
arcane
sh-
anymore.
what she used.
Yeah. We could go to the rock.
We're in the necklace. It's wherever
Oh, we are.
she
Yeah.
takes
Well, I
us.
thought since we couldn't do it, we weren't going in the necklace.
Oh, I can
anymore.
take
You
us
can't
places.
travel via plants.
Right. I can plane shift.
What are you guys doing? Last chance.
I'm in the necklace. I'm not
I'm taking
I'll
a-
toss you the rock before I jump in the necklace. I don't know.
Shadowfell isn't its own plane, is it? It's on this plane.
No.
No, it's its own plane.
It's
It is
I'm
literally
taking us to the-
called the Shadow Plane.
I'm taking us to the shadow plane then.
Okay.
God.
So, as the demon army begins to fly towards you, descending this entire swarm of 50 plus demons from now the 100 that remain still in the sky, and seemingly more still coming. You see the purple arcane energy surround the face of the necklace as the energy swirls around you. And as this huge, grisly, gorilla-like demon is charging 3 times Skadi's size, you see the claw come down right as the purple arcane energy snaps. You see black for a brief moment, a quick flash of blue, and you're transported to an open plain. Dirt, leafless trees, gray, and ash that seems to fall from the sky that you can barely pick out from inside the necklace. You spit everyone out,
Except us.
and that's where we're going to end it this week. Do join us next time.
Next Friday.
Next Friday, we'll be picking up who knows where, who knows what, who knows anything. Not me, not these guys, not you. I'm not sure, I'll tell you, I already know. But that was some exciting fun I think we just had. Please join us again
Yeah.
What's
duh.
happening next week?
next week.
Something happening?
What's happening next week?
Yeah.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
What is it gonna be?
Next Friday, we're also playing.
Hey,
And
real quick shout out Material Components. Thanks for swinging by. Hey to your peeps. Give us a follow, give us a like. thanks
That's
for
a
the love.
fucking sweet ass name.
It
Material
actually,
components.
That's like
super
very
dope.
on brand for the world's greatest role player.
I also sort of feel weird being rated by material components.
yeah.
I feel like maybe you got more out of this than we did, even if you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
thank
That's
you
awesome.
guys so much for watching. To the guys who won our giveaway, congratulations.
Yeah,
Or-
Saw Dog.
Or gals. I could be.
Yeah, we can't presume to know.
Yes.
Yeah, especially with
Or
the
gals.
same dog
Yeah.
and
Sorry, I missed that.
Or boss.
But congratulations to the people who won the giveaway.
Yeah.
We're going to be
King,
doing
queen, whatever
another.
in between.
We're going to be doing another giveaway next week. Exact same thing. Exact extra stuff.
Bam.
What does that mean? Mysteries. Don't worry about it. Not important. You'll tune in next week and find out because I know you will.
Yeah. Also
So-
giving those away from our
Our
friendship.
partners and friends at the Gaming Goat. So
Yeah.
do make
Gaming
sure you
Goat.
swing by their
Gaming Goat.
Facebook page, give them a little clicky poo,
Yeah,
and
Gaming
do
Goat
that as
Vegan.
well. So
guys.
thanks for hanging out. 7 p.m. Central next week, Friday. Be there or be somewhere else also watching on mobile.
Or another
You
plane.
can do that.
All right, so until we see you next time, guys.
Bye,
Party on.
guys.
Bye.
That was.